difficult to remember.
Oh,
well,
I was so entertained.
Since we don't have the thing.
The table's here. Set it.
I was trying to see how well I could hear all of us and how chaotic
It's
it's
actually not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's really not.
Yeah, I was using it to write the chronicles today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charging after.
He's recording the session so he can
Easy, let me fix that.
I need to go listen to one to see how it sounds. If it picks us all up really good.
It does?
Because that was my concern.
Play one.
Do you have audio?
I'm not going to do it right now.
Well, fine.
Your concern was what?
Would it pick all of us up at this distance of a room?
It absolutely does.
So, iPhone 10 is an awesome microphone.
I like the idea of being recorded.
You know?
Well, we can stop.
We can stop it.
She
Are you
didn't even
sure?
know.
I didn't even know.
She didn't even know that
She's
you were
joking.
recording.
Well, if anybody does have a problem with it, we can turn it off.
Or we can make them roll initiative, and then if we fight them and win, then we keep it.
Okay.
Like I said, I didn't even know that you did that.
Oh.
We just started it 2 sessions ago. So it was getting really difficult sometimes to remember all the things that were happening. And later on, I'm going to want to
That's
pull.
honestly been one of the most impressive things about the Chronicle to me is like, I'll read it back and I'm like, shit, I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Literally, as I get home, I'm like, oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I was reading something
I did that and I
earlier,
forgot it
and it's like I don't remember that.
I can remember the details and the order of events. I will occasionally miss something. It's the conversations that I really want to have.
There you go, is that better?
That's my problem. Jazz and I are really good at remembering the stuff that happened, but like we would always forget the nuance of who said what, so we wanted to start recording it for posterity.
Well, and there were, just in listening to this, there were things that I didn't hear because I was focused on something else. And so this time when I was listening, I was like, oh, I didn't even know that happened.
We also
I didn't even hear it.
we do have a cake this evening.
Oh,
Okay.
cake. Rachel wanted cake, so we
Rum
made
sauce.
cake today.
Oh, cool.
Well,
So the cake is not a
That's
lie.
really cool.
Yeah, the cake. Thank you all.
One day this time was like,
Quite.
too much hassle.
You almost
Oh, is this
ended
the one
up
that you
with
guys
Thin Mint brownies too, but we
It's-
decided
oh,
to
it's a
save
very
those
nice.
till next time.
I'm totally cool with both of you. Anyway, did that fix it?
what did it fix? What were you fixing?
And the part with the ogre sliding dash is deep.
Did you edit it?
Yeah. The remaining ogre avoided the tornado and charged after Astrid. An arrow caught it in the back and it slid to a halt, dead at her feet.
Yes. That was really cool the way that happened.
That was cool.
It worked out.
Where is that piece? Folks think weird. Okay. So it would be this paragraph.
What'd you say, Rachel?
The nacho fries thing.
Put your work away. She's
Just
working.
just to let you
She's
all
learning the
know,
menu at work.
I am also keeping a
If you're gonna keep talking about nacho fries, I'm gonna make you go get some.
I'm keeping a Google Doc of the Chronicle as well because I have other people reading it outside of our Discord chat
Why don't you just give them the Discord?
because they don't want to use it.
Why did they suck?
But I also
This is
wanted
Mark
it
Brown.
because I'm also tracking it this way too because I got tired of going all the way back to the top to look things up. So I'll link it eventually, but I'm not too concerned.
By the way, for
Yep.
anybody who wanted
By the by.
a digital character sheet, D&D Beyond is so good.
It was nice that we had the Chronicle on tape because I forgot a bunch of names. So I was able to remember Kelsey and Cedric and all that.
So Jeremy, are you all caught up in the story? You know kind of what's been going on?
Nope,
No clue whatsoever.
Nope. Haven't been on Discord till right now since yesterday.
You were sick. You had plenty of time to read.
When did it get updated?
Just
Just
a minute.
now.
In the past hour.
Okay, well,
Just
game night 16 was at like 3 p.m. I tried.
I believe what they're trying to say is your timing is superb.
So,
So read on.
in a quick recap, well, let me kill the music here. In a quick recap, you had the banquet in honor of the Drakengard. You met up with, I'm just going to call them the Drakengard Commandos because I didn't come up with a cool name for them.
That actually is kind of cool.
They,
With how much they whiffed, they don't get a cool name.
They went off and checked out a clearing. You went off and checked out a clearing. You found 25 members of the Black Army, which is what we've decided to call them for the moment.
Stormtroopers, that's what they are.
And
There you go.
when you stormed the camp, all hell broke loose. You killed lots of things. Things died. Naked women ran to your beard.
That's true.
Yada yada
Yada,
yada.
yada, yada. And we are at the point right now where you just finished knocking a guy out. And I know Astrid wanted to do something. And
I tied him up, I think was the last
Rachel,
thing.
yes, and I know you want to
roly thingy.
get his attention and start asking some questions.
Well, I can get his attention.
Well, Kit has the smelling salt still.
I do.
Yeah. 'Cause
So,
I wanna-
do you
The first
wanna-
thing, yeah, but you remember how much I like these guys? So the first thing I'm thinking is like, well, he has 2 eyes, so
You should hear what they're trying to do him.
Pain, scary.
I want to.
doesn't he look
All right.
scared?
You want to cast your
His arm
identify
off?
on the
Yeah,
staff?
I want to. I
Man, I was
missed
gonna
doing
get
this
here.
the other night. I want to identify with this staff that Mizrin
No,
Mizrin.
we still need to do that.
had. Where I need
The
to
staff.
identify.
Yeah, you're just going to burn your identify spell on it.
Oh,
Okay, you don't have to cast anything. All
Okay.
right, so
If
It-
we have 10 minutes, you can
Do I have
not burn
identify
a spell slot.
measure?
she'll only learn the basics of it. She won't get the full effect of it.
To cast as a ritual? It's a ritual spell.
I thought you were saying 10 minutes playing around with it.
No.
I'm actually casting the spell.
10 minutes to cast.
Cast it as a ritual. so
Cast it as a
It
ritual
doesn't
for
burn
10
the
minutes. and
doesn't burn the slot. There you go. Do that.
That's a good
We have
idea.
time. Battle's over.
Battle's
so-
over.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
what I'm
time.
saying.
So save your spell
We
slot.
actually did really good. We
What
expended
do I-
almost
would
nothing.
Nice.
30 people got taken.
Okay, and
Do
here's
I don't know
Seriously.
if I have it. I think
So
I
I
have it.
saw them breaking.
You
I'm
can
like,
cast
shit,
it
I gotta
out
figure
of
out
your
level
spell.
5. I'm never gonna get to
I
play
do
level
have it
4.
memorized.
okay. So here's what it is.
Okay.
It is a +1 staff,
Ooh.
Nice.
and it's got 6 charges in it. And basically, it is a force push that does 1d8 damage, and the target must save versus strength or be knocked prone.
Horse push
So basically, you go
does
And they just
1d8 damage.
magical force knocks them to the ground
Where'd this come from?
from Mizrin.
This is
Misery.
miserable.
Okay, so +1 staff,
In theory, Marin
And you
has.
said it was a
6
strength
charges.
Yeah.
Force push does 1d8 damage.
Save versus strength.
Right.
What?
Save.
Metagaming just
versus
would be that
strength.
Marin's probably has a pull. The other there's
Versus
a spell that actually
strength.
does that. I forget which one.
Or be knocked prone.
Maybe, yeah. She didn't use it in the fight.
Didn't have a chance.
On save, they're knocked back 5 feet.
Save. Back 5 feet.
Right now, these charges, once they're expended, they're done. They don't come back
So what do you use then?
whenever you feel like. You only get to use that force push effect 6 times, and then that's it. You just have a +1 staff,
Until you re-imbue it with something else.
or figure out maybe that could be a downtime activity to figure out how Mizrin was charging her staff.
How do I do that?
I will have to make that up sometime during the phase. All right. So, let me get down to the end of my document here. And do. Players found, destroyed, killed. All right. So, how do you want to handle this first? You want to do the looting first,
Yes.
or do you want to do the chatting first?
I vote loot first.
Looting first. All right. I need to grab something.
There's not much left to loot. It all got stomped flat.
Trampled
Well-
and burned.
I would like to claim the harem.
you already have it under your beard.
The harem in your hair.
Alright. I do want to remind you, you have 4 members of the Drakengard here with you that do not know everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just telling you this because I want you to be careful
Are they permitted to know?
what you do with them. Because if they see you just mass slaughter some poor innocent civilian guy, or who they, whatever, prisoner of war, as it were, they may not take too kindly to it.
It's just one guy.
I'm just saying. I'm giving you a heads up because you're dealing with NPCs you've not dealt with, and they don't know the situation.
Well, they knew that there were bandits coming to take
That's
over the
all
town,
they know.
and they knew that this was the bandit.
But
That's
they-
all they know.
And
They
this
know
guy is a
nothing.
bandit.
They
We're gonna
know
have to keep
nothing.
Grum between him and the Drakengard.
They don't know.
So
They don't know
we
the
could
Black
say he was
Army. They
trying
don't
to
know the
escape.
portals. They don't know the darkness that's coming around them. All they know is they were sent here to dispatch some bandits. They found some bandits, and you have a prisoner.
Yes.
Okay, just
Which was a bandit.
trying to make sure you understand
But they
that
just think
before you just wantonly kill him or slice his throat because you don't like somebody's name he says.
Jareth.
All right, so you go digging through the remains of the tents. I do want to point out that while you're looking around, down here there's 2 sets of trees, and you see 2 human males. They're tied up to the trees, and they are porcupined with crossbow bolts.
Oh.
There were your male prisoners that you were looking for.
We
Keep
were
finding the
looking for
female
male
prisoners.
We were looking for male prisoners?
I was ribbing Michael about how we've only ever rescued ladies.
So, yes, you did find that.
Now, do we... Oh, that's right, we didn't bring the girl.
They were dead before we got there, though, right? Yeah.
So my guess is either
was like this when I found
one of the women and one of the men are probably
You're holding a
Philistine's
crossbow.
parents, right?
You're gonna have to ask and do some investigation.
The rest of us are going to be bears.
Here's what you do find as far as the
To
lootage.
refill my bowls.
After you piece everything together, you find, and I have a lot of stuff here to dish out.
You ready
Well, it's a
it
big
down?
camp.
Yes. All right, ready out?
No?
Ready now.
How
How about that?
about that?
Okay.
Mayor?
1,700 copper,
We're rich, boys.
Alright.
900 silver, 80 gold, 2 bloodstones, a carnelian, another gem.
Yep.
I don't know how to pronounce a chalcedony.
Chalcedony.
Chalcedony. Sounds like something I eat. 3 citrines. A moonstone. A moonstone? A moonstone.
Moon for the month of June.
A quartz. A sardonyx.
I thought you were about to say something.
And a zircon. And you've got 2 potion bottles.
Without anything in them?
They are full.
Oh.
If you do the sampling test, you will find that one of them is a potion of frost giant strength.
Yummy.
And the other one is a potion of superior healing, which is 8d4 plus 8 if you want.
Ooh.
That's some healing.
There is a medallion,
That's expensive.
and there is a belt.
A belt?
Belt.
Do the
Belt of
medallion
strength.
and belt look somewhat magical?
You would have to examine. It looks like this. I'll start with you.
Well, I mean,
It's a belt of
you know how
strength.
you can tell that
a
something's
belt.
magical because it's
Yes.
all
It's all prettied and pretty.
yeah.
The
Pretty and pretty.
pretty.
This
doesn't-
is okay. This is the actual belt. That's
That
what's
is
on
the
the
belt
front.
buckle.
Okay. Okay.
Think a WWE wrestling
Yeah, it's-
belt
yeah.
buckle
Fit your
thing.
loincloth
To
real
explain.
nice,
Little
won't it?
champion.
Magic items
something.
don't like age because they're enchanted.
Is that a
so
glow? Is
like
that supposed
magic
to be
stuff
gold?
will look
Is that
brand
what
new,
it is?
basically. Even if everything else
Yeah.
around it is all
My
dusty.
casters need to make an Arcana check.
I'm guessing there are some empty sockets on this.
So I will explain it.
What we did.
11.
11.
16 and 6 is
You're good.
20.
It's got druidic runes on the medallion.
You're gonna make me wear a fucking WWE belt?
No, on a medallion.
Oh, okay. I was like,
There's a medallion and
There's
the
a
belt.
medallion and the belt. So let me describe the belt
Move on to
first.
something
To
else.
say on you, it's like from here to
Wear
here.
size.
So
It works
I will describe how the belt looks.
It's a chest plate.
The belt has a buckle on its front, and it's got a figure of a humanoid with 3 images. One is a large one is a medium-sized one, and one is a small one. At the top is one of the moons in the sky, and it's currently out of sync. It's kind of like at the 2 o'clock position with what you would normally expect to see the moon at. You're going to have to probably identify it to get the more stats out of it. The druidic necklace
Wonder what this could be.
is made of gold with etched runes in it, and make me druidcraft. Sounds like a good skill to use. Or I guess not. I guess Arcana.
Well, Druidcraft isn't a skill.
Yeah,
Druidcraft is a
skill.
cantrip.
Yeah. You'd recognize it. They symbolize 4 elements.
21 Arcana.
Good. They recognize 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, and water.
You can be the avatar.
So you'll need to spend 20 minutes using Identify as a ritual spell to determine the full effects and everything of these things.
Astrid, please.
What?
Astrid's going to have to go into a meditative
Of
Yes.
both
trance
of
of
these
both
things?
items, yes.
Poor
10
Gage
minutes
is
each.
just sitting here identifying all of our...
What am I doing?
So you're going to waste 20 minutes doing this. So here's the deal with the belt.
Basically he's saying you'll cast Identify on both of these items. Unless
But
you
you're
don't
not
want to.
using spell
Oh,
slots.
okay.
Just casting it as a ritual.
Since you're casting it as a ritual, it doesn't
So
matter.
here's
Sounds good to me.
here's the belt.
So just 30 minutes and like touching objects.
When worn by a humanoid creature, at midnight, the belt applies a height change to the wearer. It's not permanent. So you'll roll a 12-sider, and on an even, you'll add another 1d12 inches to your body. On an odd, you subtract 1d12 inches from your body. That resets at midnight. And the belt buckle slowly rotates with the time of day until it gets all the way around to midnight. And when it resets, boop,
Hey,
back.
watch.
Yeah.
No more wondering what time it is.
Gonna say.
And
It's a watch on your stomach.
I do want to point out, this is very, very important. It only affects the wearer, not the things they're wearing.
Oops.
Grum's gonna have so
Grum
much
don't
fun.
Strip down, put the belt on.
I will send you.
anything
I will
Yeah,
post
but whenever
this.
you were trying to put on those clothes and ripping them and crap, you could have like there would be
Did you
shorts
put the
on
bit
you
in
if you
there?
got taller. Trying to fit
What?
through a
We don't
door.
have a loot channel,
Or,
do we?
or
We did, but I've
if I
removed
sure
it.
think it actually fit.
Alright, where do you want me to put this? In the.
I'll
Except
add it
I'd
again.
be-
I'll add it again.
Okay.
I was all like, we don't need this anymore. Okay, it's back.
As an addendum, does it affect weight? Or just height?
Just height.
Just height.
Wait, you gotta put what the name of the belt is, yo.
Watch
Oh.
Sora grow 12 inches taller but still be 100 pounds.
Thin man.
I have a name for it.
Look like the kid
I
from the
figured.
Mike TV from the Willy Wonka.
And don't forget, you can format things with Markdown. So like star around them will make it italicized and stuff.
The only thing I know how to do is bold it
Then do
and
that.
italicize it. Oops. and the question mark is not a mistake.
Belt of Wondrous?
Does it affect stats when you change?
No, it just physically changes his height, either up or down. Now the druidic necklace will only work on a druid. Anybody else wears it, it's just a pretty necklace. So once per day, the druid wearing the necklace can use a bonus action to activate it. The necklace protects the wearer, basically gives damage resistance to any of the 4 primary forms of earth, fire, water, and wind. It does not protect you against poisons, acids, necrotics, or psychic damage.
That's fun. I already have poison.
The necklace allows the wearer to take half damage, then roll their normal saving throw, thus possibly reducing the damage even more. You must declare you're using the necklace before making your normal saving throw.
And it only works once per day?
Once per day.
Get out of fire free card.
Pretty much.
And I didn't give it a fancy name.
Hopefully that.
I'm going to call it the Druidic Medallion of Elements.
You are perpetually away on Discord for some reason.
Who's perpetually away?
You.
Me? I'm always here.
Nope. And I added our party loot in there, and whenever we actually distribute it, I'll just remove that post.
Yes. Once the gemstones get appraised, I'll tell you how much they're
Did
all
you-
worth and how much. Remember, because you have bonuses due to your renown to drive those prices up or down.
Can you post the necklace also?
I did.
Okay.
It's in the shared loot.
Okay, I see it.
Cuckoo, ka-choo. How about we tell our little useless buddies to go back home?
Well, are we sure that we've gotten rid of all the bandits? I mean, the boat was for 60. We only killed 30.
Maintain a defensive perimeter around the
Whilst
tree
I
line.
appreciate having this Aram here, they could probably do something with these girls and take them back to town
That's a good idea. That's what
after we question them. I don't know if y'all questioned anybody yet, so.
Take the, grab the clothes off some of the
Let's see.
enemies.
Who are
here.
they? What are they
The
there
girls.
for? Do they know the last guy standing?
Pretty sure I know what they were there for.
Helix will talk to Kit, since he's dealt with you the most. These weren't bandits.
Nope.
So our intel is wrong, or you know something that we don't?
So they
They're bandits.
are bandits, but they're also cultist bandits. So they're also super evil cult people who deserve no mercy.
That's a secret mission.
That's all.
Did you tell him that?
Need to know, they're bandits.
Need to know. You might need to know.
But they also need to know that they're super evil, so they don't freak out when we kill this guy.
Well, they're gonna take the girls back.
Okay, good. Then never mind. They're just bandits.
Well, all right. So I just wanted to make this. This is Helix talking. I just wanted to make clear. This was a no bandit camp. This was a well organized group of fighters, and I really am concerned with the 2 ogres that were just here. Mixing humans and ogres is a bad deal altogether. How were they able to keep them from going nuts and attacking each other?
I don't know that.
They seem to have a mage at some point among them. It's possible she's responsible for that.
All right, I got to report back to my superiors.
Take the ladies in the forest with you, and here's some armor for
We
them.
will. I also need to get my report back from Nerdra. Meet me back as soon as you can at the at Captain Breck's facility in Misgard.
All right.
And we'll take the girls. We'll see you back there. Oh,
Also, I assume the other camp didn't have anybody there.
there was nothing there.
Okay, cool.
Put
Or the other clearing.
clothes on the girls before you take them.
We'll make sure they're safe.
You were about to say something. You said, "Oh."
I got the impression that some of this is probably of a sensitive
Oh, wait,
nature.
that's
He
right.
looks
I
at
can't
Jazz
say
slightly.
My apologies. I didn't say any of that. Grum heard me say it.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
still.
still a horse.
Oh, never mind then. I'll back off of that.
So I will say, by the way, this is of sensitive nature.
I'm gonna
So don't tell anybody else.
I'm gonna knock him over a little bit on accident and neigh really loud.
Why?
Is this something I should probably bring up with somebody more in charge?
Like who?
Whoever you're reporting to?
No, they already know.
Yes, I know, but to see if I can get more information.
If you want, feel free.
Well, it never hurts to ask.
Yeah, if you want more info, feel free. We are not authorized to tell you.
Understood. All right. His little troop gathers up the girls. They find some blankets and some clothing that's still unburned from the tents that you didn't burn or trample.
Were
What,
there
like 2?
bodies in any of the other tents?
No.
Good, we
I
didn't
was kind of
accidentally crush any
concerned
other
we didn't get them all.
civilians. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
And then they head back towards the south.
Hazards of war.
Are we going to question this fine gentleman?
Yes, let's question him.
Yes, we.
Should.
I pick his limp ass up off the ground, and I get my arm around his neck like this, and so he's basically sort of half dangling, half touching the ground, and somebody wake him up.
Okay.
Slap him in the face.
Where are the plans?
Can I wake him up?
You can wake him up.
Pull out one of my daggers.
Oh, I will say real quick,
Not that
A
one.
rebel and a
when
traitor.
before we wake him up, when we're done questioning him, let me know because I want to ask him a question. He might die after that.
Well, don't tell Chloe. Chloe has not arrived yet. He's still walking because he has 20 speed and then
I'm
10
walking the
years
girls
away.
out just to make sure they're safe and they have my number.
So to wake him up, I'm going to tap. I'm going to use my dagger to tap him 4 times in the forehead, just like pop, 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 pop. Which is probably also going to make him bleed. Rather a lot.
Oh, you used the pointy side.
Yeah, to like tap, 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 tap. So he's got like little spots on his forehead. And if any of y'all have ever had head wounds,
Oh,
they bleed
Yeah.
muchly.
yeah, he wakes up with that. He comes around. Ah, what? No.
Rise and shine, snowflake.
And I flex my arm.
Are you visible? Or you got it from behind?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Behind.
Behind.
Well, he
Alright, so
probably
all he
sees
sees
that.
is
probably
this.
sees the arm. You know?
Sees this dark green and
He's
and
trying to get a
armored.
I'm pretty sure he had a peek when he was fighting the crack on him.
I'm the one who knocked him out. So.
You remember, Grub.
Alright. What you gonna ask him?
I was just waking him up.
Oh, he's awake. He's looking around. He's like,
Actually, I haven't thought about what to ask him yet.
I say, rather intimately, where are the rest of your friends?
He's like, trying to create a back to see him.
Don't worry about looking at him.
Where are the rest of my friends? Well, if they're not here, I'll tell you that.
You'll tell us more than that.
We're gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna need to know a little bit more.
You're gonna tell us a lot. And I nibble on his ear.
Like sexually?
No.
Roll a interrogation. Do we have interrogation or intimidation?
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Intimidation?
You have advantage
Is
on
there-
intimidation checks.
I do have advantage on
Is there an
intimidation.
intimacy roll?
That's if he rolls a 1.
That would go to the charisma line.
Right, there it is. Okay.
He
No!
rolls a 1.
Where'd it go?
Licks his ear instead.
Okay, yeah, my sheep. Oh. I rolled a 19,
Okay.
and whatever I've lost the thing here.
Alright. I'm not going to worry about the second one.
Okay.
He's
It's a lot.
screaming with the pain of you chewing into his ear, and he's like, they're at the ruins!
See, was that so hard?
We've been to the ruins. There's not anybody breathing there anymore.
Grum, there were people, but they got trapped.
Yeah, for a few minutes. We
Make an intimidation check.
we
Well,
killed some.
We did hear them
We
making
crushed
sounds.
some.
Unless
did.
they're in the room with the ghoul.
Yes, we did.
Digging out.
Make an
No,
intimidation
y'all,
check.
y'all heard them digging out, but there was nowhere to go. But whenever me and Sora and
Intimidation.
Ashley went back to get the
They were
horses,
Natural
down the
20.
tunnel.
yeah, they were down the tunnel.
That
and
they
we
were
saw
Second
Yeah.
set of ruins, nearby where the one where all the boats were.
The second set of ruins.
The plot thickens.
Well, I guess he better tell us where.
How many?
30.
15.
How many really?
We check and see if he's lying.
Insight.
There's 30.
I'm not even gonna bother with an insight. I'm just gonna take that dagger and stick it in the forehead again and just kind of push a little bit and say, "How many?"
16 on insight.
15! Christ!
I also did
Why
a
such a
17
small
on insight.
force?
Is he telling the
He's
truth?
not lying.
Okay.
Grum, ask him why it's such a small force. What were they planning?
Why so few? What was the plan?
To get the girls. And then get out.
girls.
Again?
Which girls? The ones that were in the tent, or the other, or Coraline?
So they're a retrieval squad. Which means the
What was
girls are
that?
back in trouble again.
The girls
Yes.
were already in the cave.
Yes.
What do you mean get the girls? They were already gotten.
That group was supposed to get the girls. We were supposed to recover them and take them to the sacrificial spot.
Where's that?
Interrogation.
You mean intimidation?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's a 21.
I'm glad he can talk
So
to
I have-
animals.
I have like one of my darts out, by the way, and I'm like absent-mindedly like.
Grump.
He looks at you and he's like, I ain't talking to no filthy half breed.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna stick my dart in his arm, like right where the fleshy, painful part is. I just like pull his arm out and stick my dart in
I
it.
love how we're gonna start torturing him. Everybody's
You're
gonna
gonna
start
talk to whoever asks you a question. Is that understood?
And I say, it's a half-breed that's older than you.
Ask the question.
Where's the sacrifice site?
Far to the south, near the desert. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not.
Oh, I don't.
I'm
think that's
gonna
all
laugh
he's
when I
saying.
say it. No,
That's
it's
not on our map, is it?
No,
Okay.
it's actually a future site.
Well, then I guess I won't press that further.
Well, now you can do your thing, kid.
I don't know.
He's
Does,
racist against half breeds. You know he did the women.
was there anything else? Does anybody else have any questions for him?
Is he indicating where the other ruins are? Direction?
You ask him.
I thought we did.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
I thought we said, where are they? Where are the ruins?
Do we have a location
Oh.
for the second set of ruins?
Just a short ways to the west of the ruins where the cave was.
Do the two connect underground?
No.
You can tie him to me and make
Isn't
him
that
show.
where we heard the people talking when we were at the ruins?
I think
There
that was
were
the
other
original
people
ruins
there.
that we
The
shut
original ruins, but then there was off to the side. There was some people that were talking when
Yeah.
Clock making
Well, the
when Clock
reinforcements-
made the trip around.
inside.
There was more to the side. They were where they heard talking.
No.
It's a natural 19.
We
Right.
found tracks off to the west, so.
You remember,
So 25.
you probably don't remember, so I'm going to remind you.
But wait, is it for what they're talking about? Because
Uh-huh.
I'm not right here.
Oh, never mind.
I'm off with the grove.
That's right.
Oh, you're not back.
And I was just about to ask.
Well, they're taking them all the way back to town. So.
I'm asked, well, as they're getting ready and like helping them get ready, I'm questioning the girls, basically all these same questions, but without daggers to their head. If they were able to get
Okay,
any information, hear anything that they were saying, what's going on, what can they tell us about what was happening.
Two of the girls.
I'm keeping that role.
Okay. I'm going to pause for a second. I'll come back to you. Two of those girls are from Tattersby, which is a city to the direct south of Blackburn. And two of the women are from Miscard. They don't know the men.
How were they taken? When were they taken? What was...
The two from Tattersby were taken on the road.
It's way over here on the coast.
The road to Blackburn.
The road to Black?
And the other two from Miscard were actually taken from their home in Miscard.
So not the mom.
Anything that would single them out that they know of, why they would have been taken, opportunity?
You two, let me know when we're done there.
No.
Did they hear anything about their plan, the bandits' plans?
Let me know when we're done.
We've been in this tent for
I've got a few more. I've got more.
a week at least.
We're almost there. I got a few more folks on that.
Can they tell me anything about the last one that's standing? Do they know anything special about him, or?
I didn't know their names.
Okay.
They were treated pretty poorly. They're really not wanting to recount everything that happened to them.
Well, I wouldn't be drilling him for information. This was calmly questioning and as an assurance question.
Okay.
You grab me a bottle.
Your wish is my command.
Takes after me in that regard. All right. Yeah, it's really about all they have to say. They're really not part of any of it, really. Back to you guys.
Choke, choke, choke,
What do you ask them?
choke.
You were asking him something.
No, I asked about the direction of the other ruins, which was answered.
Go help yourself.
Okay.
To the west, the ones that you found boats at. And no, they are not connected
Just
underground.
cut it and scoop it out.
Do you know Urog?
Not personally, but I've heard of them.
Would you happen to be familiar with his current whereabouts?
He does not know. And he does not know. I don't know. I'm not privy to his goings on.
Where was the last place you was here?
The horse would like to know.
The horse.
He's looking at the horse like, what the fuck?
Shut up and listen.
What's wrong with you people?
The horse would like to know. What was the question again?
Where was the last time
Where
you
was the
saw
last?
Urog?
Yeah. Where was he last seen?
I have no idea. I don't see him. I don't interact with him.
Do you worship him?
Worship him? Hell no. He's just a dumb ogre.
Ogre.
Yeah, he's not the god. Orcus is the god.
Yeah, but Urog is the one that
Oh, I thought we were talking
Garrett's
about.
all wiggy about. He's
Well, it
an
is.
ogre?
Oh yeah.
He is wiggy about him.
Nobody made me aware it was an ogre.
Well, we didn't know it was an ogre, but we knew that it wasn't Orcus.
Well, we know it's an ogre now, don't we?
No, we do. We do indeed.
We do.
Do you remember what I told you in your backstory about him?
About Urog? Vaguely.
Duh.
Pie cake.
about him.
Yeah, you might divulge. You might divulge the type of ogre he is, and you might divulge
There's ogre
he's
types.
not a stupid one.
There's a type of ogre?
Uh-huh. I mentioned that in the story.
Yeah, well, these ones didn't seem stupid either. What was up with that?
Now, all ogres are stupid to me.
Yeah, I know.
But you're working for one.
I work for the guy you killed over there.
What's his
And
name?
he worked for one.
Probably. They were sent along with the orcs that went with the other group.
I wonder what's up with these ogres here.
So you're working with ogres.
You did ask who the guy was dead on the ground. That's Stilgar. Or was Stilgar.
Hey, I was wondering when we were going to meet up with old Phil.
So
Phil?
you talk a lot like you're not with these people. Will you, they just like pay you to come along and hold hands and
No. I am
be
with
sweet
these
with one
people.
another? I know how you are.
No. We're all with these people.
Right.
We all float down here.
Well,
Anyway.
that makes what happens next.
What do you mean?
Anyone have any more questions?
If nobody else does, then I will.
You have a question?
Ask your question, kid.
So, the ladies, were you involved with that?
Probably clarify that one.
He knows what I mean.
The one, the tent?
Yeah.
You were involved then. Your persuasion or intimidation? Are you going to ask him?
Kind of offhandedly. Like I don't really care.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's terrible. That was a natural too.
I already told you once, Missy, I don't talk to half-breeds.
I stabbed
I'll
him
help
again with the door.
persuade.
With a, not with a door.
How about joke? Answer the question.
Intimidation.
11.
You get advantage on it.
Oh. 19.
Answer the question.
Answer the question. Chew, chew, chew.
Fine. Scream, scream, scream. We're going to chew, he's going to scream.
Oh, I'm gonna chew. You do remember my story. It's like bubble gum.
Peanut?
Says, all right, we all did, if you know what I mean. All.
Alright.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, because I just talked to the young ladies, and that's about all I say is I bring my axe down on his head.
No way.
I'm
way.
I'm right here.
What I wanted to do was ask you to let go of him. Ask you to let go of him. I'm gonna slam his head down on the ground and then use my spear to jab it into his man bits.
I thought you were going to cut him off.
Yeah, I was about to do something with this.
And then I'm gonna pull it back out, sheath it, and leave him there to die painfully. No, I'll stab him in the stomach too. That way he'll be sure to die.
Are you going to cleave his head in as well? Yep. Are you going to nibble on his dead corpse?
Do it, you're all high and mighty, but when you do it, it's perfectly fine. Nay.
Well,
Okay.
if you had told me what was going on in character, I wouldn't have had to. But y'all wanted to say his head fell off. I tried to get y'all to say something in character to give me the excuse, but you didn't want to do it.
I believe I also
Now
heard
would be a good
he's
time to
taking
have
a
this
nap.
talk.
This guy's also taking a nap
I
now.
would like it noted you're being neighed at very
That guy's taking a
heavily.
dirt nap.
Yes.
He's taking a nap and his balls exploded.
And his head's kind of cleaved in two, and his entrance.
It was like that when we got here.
His skull was like those baby heads that just get dented every once in a while. Just happens.
So anyway, now that that's done.
Now that you've reached the conclusion of what you wanted there. What
Well,
I'm going to take that armor off. Throw it in the nearest burning tent.
Did
The guys
what
are
happened to
still
your
wearing their
clothes?
Black armor.
oh
Did you
yeah.
put it on over your stuff?
Hope so.
Dang.
So
Well,
it
so we
sounds
got-
like we've got some
Yeah,
ruins.
actually, I can get in disguise and everything.
So
Seems like maybe we should head on over there.
I'd say with haste. Before they learn what's happened here.
Should we? Is anybody low on anything? Should we short rest?
Torsions
first?
for Sora.
So I don't think we came here on horses, did we? We were just walking through trying to
You
find
came on foot.
I know the idea was that you were gonna just have us as utility if we weren't here, but do I need to burn any spell slots or anything? Did you?
She's severely injured.
Actually, you didn't do anything, actually. Did you stay in the tree line?
Well, that's yeah. I
You
didn't
hug
know.
women.
But Sora's down to how many hit points you got? 8.
Well, we can also short rest and Sora can spend hit die instead of burning spell slots.
It's up to you.
Actually, if
And
we're
refresh
going to
the
short rest,
potions,
No, you made all the horses run away. They all took
Yeah, I
off
was
into
gonna
the
say,
woods.
are any of them anywhere nearby? Did any of them slow down?
They didn't stick
Slow
around.
down.
You told them they were free. They took off.
Well, it's a fair enough trade.
They
You're
earned
free to
it.
come back now.
They freaking earned it.
They definitely did earn it. Yes.
Too bad I'm not free to go.
if we're gonna take a
Because
short rest,
they weren't armored.
take
They just ran.
6. Actually, take 13 hit points.
So I need to know where you're going to go. Are you going to go back to town, or are you going to go try to find the ruins?
My vote
Ruins
is
before they go away.
yeah. That's my opinion as well.
14 hit points. Sorry. One day I'll know what my own modifiers are.
Yeah, I vote we go to the ruins immediately. Other than potentially a short rest if people want to rest. I know I wouldn't mind getting my key back.
I'm only down 8 hit points and I didn't even rage, so I don't know
Yeah,
why. I'm good to go.
You right?
Did I rage? Oh. Did I? I
Yeah.
did, didn't I? Yeah.
You were taking half.
I didn't rage when we started.
You
though, but I raged once I was
raged.
forever. That's right.
I'm gonna
I need to. I didn't mark that.
look at you
Whatever size.
and then kind of bend my head so you can get on.
Are we done with our short rest?
There's no
I don't
modifiers
think we're
on
gonna
hit
short
points,
rest.
On hit die, no. Are we? So, real talk. Are we doing a short rest?
I say no. We're all doing fine. He just Sora.
Well, I healed Sora on the basis we were going to take a short rest so I can get my warlock slot back.
Okay.
That's
So
I
that's a
only have 2 more spell slots to burn.
okay, but that's not going to
Well,
be
can
helpful. with
he
short
short rest by riding me?
Yeah, but I can short
And you? I can
1
carry
day
2 people.
short rest. A short rest, recover 1 spell slot.
Oh,
how's
But I
this?
do have 2 scrolls I can use if I absolutely have to.
How's this?
and you have your book.
I thought for you a short rest was a long rest. I thought it was.
No.
I thought 4 hours was only.
It's just that
That's
she only
the
has
meditate.
she only has to sleep for 4 hours out of her 8, but it still has
That's
to be
if I
an extra rest.
meditate.
I have a proposal to make this work. I carry Cloak and Astrid, who both short rest on me, and we go to the ruins.
Yeah, Mike will allow it. I'm fine with that.
Because I can carry both of them.
I'm okay with that. I really would have liked to get my key back, but that's fine.
Is walking considered short rest?
Well, I have 2
No.
scrolls I can use. Plus, I can use my cantrips at any time. So, if you need to get your keys back.
I can carry 2 people.
Your spell slots are more important than my key. So, you getting your
Are
spell
you
slot
sending
back
it to
is
me?
better.
Well, does she get spell slots back on short rest?
She said that she gets 1 spell slot back on short rest.
1 day short rest, recover 1 spell slot.
That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So here was our
That's why I
plan.
use my warlock slot to cast the cure wounds on her, although I rolled it.
I'm gonna carry Cloak and Astrid so they can short rest on me, and we're gonna go directly to the ruins.
Hey, Jared. So, you seem to know something. Who is this Urok guy? And how do you know him?
Can we have this conversation while we're walking towards the...
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to put that dagger in the bag or something while you talk about this guy?
It's fine. Okay, so the rest of us are not short resting, right?
Apparently.
Okay. So I didn't use that hit dice that only rolled a 1.
Yay!
So it didn't make a lick of difference, so I'd rather keep it for later. Alright, so as we're walking, you remember me saying that I had investigated a group of bandits a couple of years back, then ended up being a crazy cult that had a certain magic dagger? This is them. Urag was the leader. He's an ogre. I don't remember what kind of ogre.
I just said
Bad ogre.
I don't know what you said about it.
Jared stops. Seems to think for a minute. It's coming to him.
And my wonderful memory says...
Yes, and my flawless memory.
Okay, yeah, I
tells
remember that
me-
part. I thought you were talking like species or something.
As
So-
I start talking to an invisible self.
So yeah, he was a mage, which is somewhat unusual for ogres. He was definitely not your typical dumb brute of an ogre. He was very intelligent, exceptionally cool. Not your typical ogre by any stretch of the imagination. Very, very dangerous. If we ever see him, everyone should do their absolute damnedest to kill him on sight, which I think is not going to be easy. But I will at least try.
Well, if he's anything like the assholes we've been fighting so far, I'm right there with you.
He's worse. He's way worse.
Wonderful.
I don't care who he is. You want me to get him?
Yes,
I'll
please.
get him.
Well, don't worry, I'll point him out if we ever have the opportunity. Well, the group I was with was not nearly as well organized or as well armed as these guys were. They were more your typical just ragtag group of bandits, but it was humans, orcs, and ogres all working together. No offense.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
Because you're human.
It's my human side, isn't it? There were humans there. I get it.
I'm human.
Right, so you're not offended either.
Oh, no, that's fine. So yeah, that was
Might want to draw that out for Whiffy so he understands it a little bit.
Dang, I already drank that bottle of water. Drank that bottle of water.
You're thirsty. Get another one.
I actually have a pop-up working
Yeah,
on. It's a pop-up maker from Super, which is somewhat surreal.
Yes.
I don't know who this Mick Escher guy is. Draw some weird art though.
Somebody much smarter than me made a pop-up book of ancestral art. That's all there is to that.
Like, how would you even do pop-up of that? Wouldn't it be pop in? Pop down?
Pop
In and out
four.
at the same time.
Does it just...
Pop it up and the book disappeared. The book's caught in its own infinite loop.
Does a single page cover an entire room when you unfold?
So are we still talking about?
I don't know if anybody else has any questions about that. Yeah, suffice to say, they are not very nice people. They were not kidding about the sacrifices either.
That's a question you should ask. I'm prodding them with some
What?
insight.
He sent you a
He
question
sent
to
you a
ask.
message on Discord. Oh.
Hey, Richard.
How much wood could a
Message?
I whisper
If I ask
to.
Grum that, he's gonna be thinking about it all day.
I whisper to Jazz.
2 hours
I
from
already
now.
knew this before
Carry
I
the
buried
wolves.
mine.
Indeed.
Oh, this was from your fireside chat, wasn't it?
Yep.
I'm like,
Sneak.
if I hear you say that, I'm gonna be like,
Trying to get you to
Good
engage and
catch.
think of some things.
Don't tell me their head fall off next time.
It's not my fault you always overreact to everything.
I want you to think about it.
To be fair.
I don't understand, but okay.
Hold off.
It did kind of fall
Yeah.
off.
Did anyone notice the slurs?
Well,
That guy, he seemed really put off by Kit and Grum for not being purebred breeds.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I kind of
Kit
forgot.
definitely noticed, and I was aware that Kit noticed.
Rachel, you have a question?
Did you also notice that there were no dwarves or elves or anybody else except orcs and
were there orcs at that camp?
He mentioned
ogres?
They mentioned
No, I
dwarves
meant
before
in
we
the
got
ones
groups.
that we
They
killed.
No,
That
they were
stampeded.
just the 2 ogres and the humans.
Yeah.
The orcs are at the other camp.
Yeah. But no dwarves, elves, whatever races there were.
I
The
hope
higher
not.
races. I guess.
Jared is probably the only decent human I've met in a while.
Jared, if you think about it, the same thing you noticed, what Sora just said.
Yeah. Yeah, there were no dwarves or elves with that group either. Just humans, orcs, and ogres.
So what happened to all the dwarves and elves?
We'll have to ask him next time.
Mizran and Marin are dwarves, right?
No, they're human.
They were human.
Is that because,
Alright, so you're heading, huh?
I was gonna say, is that because Orcus only deals in those races?
Well,
Are you asking that question? Where I would hear you?
Nay.
She said that.
well, Orcus is just he likes dead things. He doesn't care what they are. He just doesn't like living.
So Uruk is the ogre. Orcus is the demon.
Yeah.
Orcus is a demon.
Okay, I just wanted to
Yes.
guess.
Uruk is a ogre magi. And quite powerful.
When he says the ogre mage, I think of those two that have the arguing heads.
Yep.
Not quite. That would be something different.
I only noticed the one head.
If you had to, he was keeping it secret. Alright, so you head to that ruins, right? That
Yes.
ruins right there.
That's the
Yes.
old ruins.
That's
Yeah.
the old
Well, I guess we'll
ones,
have to
isn't it?
start there and then head west. Yeah.
Best.
Yeah, there were tracks to follow.
Okay, so before I put you up there, Jeremy, since you made your insight check, if you weren't there, you do remember while you were making your trip around the outside, you heard horses to the west.
We actually heard them.
He heard them.
I-
You guys
I
were in
said
here.
when I came around, I said there's
I
people.
thought it was just footprints and like somebody had traveled here. I didn't know.
No, I said specifically before we went down there that I heard.
I remember
So
that.
it's
Probably
off that
not
way.
that far to the west.
I didn't know if
Where's
they was,
our
I didn't know if they was coming or going. but I
our
heard-
yeah. Okay, so the
Is the door
West.
still?
As I say, is the
in?
wall still collapsed on top of the door?
Yes.
we collapsed
At that
it.
same note,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
he's
reason
going
for me
to
to not
get-
think, once we were down there, that the noises I heard were the ones that we dealt with having come that way. Because I asked you at the time if I could distinguish whether or not the noises were coming or going, or if I could discern anything, and it wasn't clear. So,
They were too far away.
yeah, there's no reason in character I wouldn't,
Basically,
this point dismiss it, thinking that the people that ended up
you
there.
heard horses and voices
Yeah.
on the wind, as it were. They were just indistinguishable from their distance.
It wouldn't have been too off for you to say, well, these must have been the people that I heard something.
Yeah,
Who showed up to
Yeah, that's what I thought they were at the
That's
time.
what I
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it before we went down, but there's no reason in character or player-wise until now to have not thought that the group we dealt with was who I heard. So,
He pulled the old switcheroo on us.
yeah.
So heading west.
Yeah, we know there's. I mean, either way it's cut, we do know there's a line of tracks that they're using, going to and from that direction. So yeah, we would go back and
Now, once we
follow
get
those
there-
tracks to the west.
How far was that from one to the other?
Football field.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Okay.
That's not that far.
like
Really
we
close.
just missed it.
Yep.
Just missed it.
Probably a good thing.
Is it
though.
surrounded by trees?
No. Well, yeah. It's enclosed in the trees, but basically,
So we're in a
this is 100 yards away from there.
Yeah.
With trees all around it.
Right. There's trees between it and whatnot. This structure, since you're going to come from the west here, you don't hear any activity over here. So I will let you figure out how you want to approach this from the tree line.
Can I?
Is that
describe the scribblies there.
And
Are
here's what you see.
those collapsed.
These are tall towers, probably about 100 feet up. These are broken down, collapsed walls. These are some solid walls where a gate used to be. And this is a large area that looks like it may have held horses. And you have a big fire pit in the center of this area.
Can I sniff around and see if it seems like there's people nearby?
Is that gap at the top of the screen? Is that just where it's open between the crumbling walls?
It is, yeah, it's crumbled
Is
in.
there a roof?
No.
Pipsqueak wants to fly. See what she sees.
That's a good plan.
Pipsqueak sees no activity on the inside.
No people?
No peeps.
Are there any amongst us who are good at seeing traps?
Well, I was gonna say, can I sniff and see if it seems like there are people recently?
I'll do the same thing I did on the last one and just make
Yeah.
a perimeter walk
Do the
around
tracking.
the outside.
And you
You
are.
get a strong sense of orcs and
You have
humans.
nature skill.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Tracking is nature skill. And perception, which you're
There's
also
some
good
of
at.
your kind around here, Grum.
I'm looking forward to that, actually. I fucking hate them.
You hate humans.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, humans do that.
Except for him, he's nice.
Hey.
You don't room with him.
One day.
What you gonna do?
Can I look around for anything?
You may look around for whatever you want to look around for. What do you want to look for?
Tracks or
Tracks? Which skill check is that?
Nature.
Nature? Yeah, roll nature. Roll tide.
Here, you want this?
I always thought
7.
Which way are
What'd
you
you
walking
roll?
around?
6. Only up.
Let's
I'll
do this
vote
instead of the carpet.
counterclockwise.
Okay.
No, do an
I'm going to
investigation.
go clockwise and meet you on the other side. Looking for traces.
19. All right. So you do see lots of tracks here. There was at least 20 or 30 people here at one time. You see going out this way and going north, right?
That's the way I'm going.
Hold on. Going that way, and you see this way. So going this way, you see 5 orcs, 5 humans, tracks. And going this way, there's 5 humans and a wagon. Yeah, don't worry about it. So, going off towards the north-northwest, away from or around the edge of the forest of Valenwood, you have 5 orcs and 5 humans headed off in that direction. Heading out towards due west are 5 humans and, I'm sorry, not 5, 6. There's 6. 6 humans and a wagon.
So there were 16, not 15. That guy was lying. We knew it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I knew he was lying.
How big is the wagon? Can I tell?
Typical horse-drawn wagon.
What did she roll on her perception? there, or what-
19.
Can she tell the depth of the tracks, whether
Or like how
whether
long
the
they've
wagon
been
was
there?
heavily laden or?
Wagon was
That's
not
actually-
heavily laden.
How many horses pulled it?
Wow.
Can I tell how long they've been there?
Ooh, good question.
Investigation.
18.
The wagon left a day ago. The orcs and humans probably sometime today. And speaking of today,
Check the belt. What time is it?
it was 2 o'clock when you started. So, Jazz, you're probably going to be shifting out of your form here soon. It's about 4 o'clock, so that's about 2 hours. So,
She's gonna start neighing at
I'm already
watching
off.
Astrid.
I've already gone around. I've
Saying, hey, y'all might want
explicitly
to.
stated I'm going
Well,
counterclockwise
I
around.
have I don't have any indication it's happening.
Okay.
So suddenly, you're just gonna be landed on top of me.
did you include that in the console?
What?
Where you were in the stall and you had
Yep.
dead Kalish and
Yep.
all that weight on you?
Does
Yes,
it-
you do notice that the belt has been slowly turning with the course of the day.
I put the belt on.
Nothing happens right now.
I'm still excited.
I assume someone put the amulet on my horse head, right?
We'll give it to you now.
Okay.
Make sure you write it down that you have it.
I had forgotten you were in a different form.
So, the city is south, right?
Correct. Misgard is to the southeast from where you're at.
Basically, neither of these people headed towards Misgard. Should we go after the ones that are orcs and humans, since we have a higher chance of catching up with them? You guys think?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I do want to check inside the ruins to see if there's anything.
Yeah.
That
Interesting there.
That fire pit. We should look at that.
It looked like at one time this was probably used by a bunch of different people. You had a spot for horses. They have been bringing in grass and stuff to keep them fed. You see areas that may have been used with tents and some other stuff where they may have been housing themselves here for a little while. There's too many tracks to figure out exactly how many people were here.
Did they leave anything behind?
They did not leave anything behind.
Staging point.
Well, shall we get going then?
I'll see why not.
All right. Where's the thing with the stuff?
No, the Chronicle didn't have the find it where I came years.
Should text it to Jess. Because only she can edit them. So just send her a direct message, tell her.
Music got creepy when I walked in.
As it is wont to do.
All right. I'm going to use that as the heading to the northwest, following the
I
tracks.
guess I'm hiding in a closet and Jason is looking for me.
expected you to go back to town first. But... All right.
Why?
Because you like to foil me plans.
So you expected that we were going to foil your plans, so you planned on us going back to town instead of chasing these guys, so we foiled your plans again by
You
accident.
foiled his plans of foiling our plans.
Yes.
For once you actually did as you were supposed to, and it messed them all up.
See, this is the whole point of having a chaotic group. We gotta keep you on your toes.
That's right.
I would like to turn the staging area into a beautiful stone home. We spent 30 days or so doing it. You didn't plan for that, no, did you?
Didn't plan for that. No, I did not. All right.
Erect a monument.
They'll come back eventually.
We just become hermits on accident.
I'll get you a little,
We get a
I'll
call
get you
on the
little crystal
crystal.
frog and put it on your mantelpiece.
Buzzing. Don't answer it.
All right.
You have reached the drunken guard. Leave a message. Beep.
Drunken guard.
Oh yeah, speaking of, can we tell the captain that what we're doing?
You
Is
could.
it time? Is it time yet?
You could.
Let's do that.
All right. Go ahead and connect.
Kit puts on her tinfoil hat.
Ring ring. Hello.
Why did you? Oh no, you're not stealing that.
One day.
It's not an apple.
So I say ring ring.
Banana phone.
Captain Fallon answers. Report.
So we tracked down some bandits and we murdered them. We dispensed justice.
Like a bolt.
This is all in his head.
We're the
too.
tracking guard.
Yeah, we're not hearing this.
Yeah, exactly.
How many were there? Best guess.
A lot.
A lot.
45, 60, something like that.
Wasn't it like 15? 15
The
people?
group that we killed.
No, it
Yeah.
was 30 from the group,
Thir-
then 15 from the ruins, and then another.
It's in the
15.
We already told him about the first group. He's only talking about the investigations of today.
25 plus 2 others.
Oh wow, that was a lot of people.
Yeah,
It
but
was
there was also
us.
something else. wasn't
No, that was it.
Now at the
The
camp we
four
just
girls.
wiped out. It was 25 humans and 2 others.
it? 27, so about 30.
Okay, it was 25 humans and 2 ogres, and we rescued some prisoners that were at
Oh, I
their
was
camp.
counting the women. That's what it was.
And now we're chasing after another group of them.
My map's not going to reach.
Actually, if you slide it forward a little bit, you got room.
Which one is Jen?
We'll go.
Part is that?
When I ran out of the tent after letting the girls loose, and I flew.
Oh. Gotcha.
Is this the force that was?
They're still wearing their
Who did you
uniforms.
tell him?
And so I ran out and I said, "Don't worry, sir. I got you back." The captain was standing right out there.
The only thing he knows is that he
And
sent you
he
off
bought it, so
to
we
take
got
care of some
behind him.
bandits.
That's
You asked
true.
him about.
Killing blow.
We called them and told them that we needed reinforcements because they talked
Yes,
about
yes, you did.
a bunch of people coming.
Yes, you did. All right. So was this the force that you were expecting to sack Misgard?
Yes.
And they've been dealt with.
Well, they've been dealt with in part. We're chasing another group of them.
Damn it! How many of them were there?
Well, there was 25 plus 2 ogres there. No humans and ogres working together.
Okay. Odd.
And now we're tracking a party of what appears to be 5 orcs and 5 humans, again working together.
What was Finn's name? Not Finn. The
Filgar?
Filgar, thank you. Sorry.
And nobody, the group that we're tracking now was headed away from Misgard. So it does seem like Misgard is out of immediate danger, but, you know, we don't actually know that for sure. We just know that we've taken out a pretty sizable chunk of what we think are their forces.
Alright, so you're just tracking these 5 orcs and these 5 humans. Nothing else to report on that?
No.
Did you send anybody to secure the ruins, or do you think you got it covered?
There's nobody at the ruins. So
All
I
right.
mean, we could secure it if you want to, but no.
Alright, we'll deal with it when you get back. Maybe. I have to think about what I want to do with that. Alright. Let me know more once you figured out where this band that you're currently following, what they're up to.
Okay, they'll probably be dead the next time we talk.
Won't hurt my feelings any.
Okay, that's it. Okay, bye.
Love you.
I tried to say bye, but I accidentally say love you. And just hang up. I don't do that.
I hold you in high esteem. Bye.
There we go. Fixed.
I don't do that. I would not be used to saying love you on phone conversations.
What's a phone?
A little glowy stone.
Oh. It's lovely.
He didn't say to do
Funky
anything
howl.
special. He just said kill him and then report back.
Oh, I like it. Let's do that.
I love it when he gives us commands like that.
So
He's pretty much of the opinion these things are a threat to the realm. They gotta go.
It's a good
He's
opinion
right.
to have.
They're taking sacrifices and they're killing people left and right. We can't have this.
True
Creating
facts.
Shadow pockets and ticks, just all around.
All right. Right. And then you're traveling on, and then out of nowhere,
A montage.
the traveling montage.
a traveling montage. Out of nowhere, the DM leaves the room.
The slow mo, like in a
Well, we
in
are
a
all
formation
slow-mo
like
on
that.
foot.
The dramatic.
With each new verse, you get a little bit better. It's a montage. Yeah.
Somebody ring a bell. Oh.
My companion.
You must have a cat.
Buddy.
No?
Sorry, make an investigation check.
Nope.
I do.
But I'm basically a druid, so
I heard you. I heard you.
kids and animals
Dogs.
love me, and I can kind of care less about either one of them.
As it should be.
7.
What? The kid's part.
Yeah, the kid part is great.
Oh, my dogs are gonna go nuts.
They already are nuts.
Fair point.
You'll come home with the smell of cat on you and they'll chew like 5 more baseboards in protest.
Shut you shut your damn mouth. Actually, I know that's not true because they already chewed them all. There's none left.
Can't chew more baseboards if you don't have any
Chew them
baseboards.
Alright.
I don't want to play.
What you need to
Sora
do is
notices.
put,
I can't quite make it
fake
out.
baseboards
Don't take it
on
to the place finish. She has a bunkie.
and
Exploding.
decoys.
Exploding
Decoy
on the baseboard.
Ooh, I
Or is
like
it just
that
on
idea.
fire?
Just on fire.
That way you can set your house on fire and kill your dogs.
No,
What if
it's
you
just
put
like
some
these.
kind of
Basically,
repellent on it
you
or hot
see
sauce or something?
I'm not
Two
smearing hot sauce or smelly stuff on every baseboard in my house.
And whatever's in it is very heavy.
Instead of
Like a
rat,
cow fence,
And
electrifying.
at least
There you go.
5 more
Instead of
people.
putting-
Bonus points. Your kids won't run into them anymore
They
either.
kind of joined up with the tracks and are now all heading
there are
towards the
some
northwest.
sprays
Yeah.
that you can do that are odorless to us, but drive them bananas.
The only way you're going to get good is if you actually do it.
I know.
I have some stuff called no chew.
Well, they haven't chewed.
It's
Oh my God,
nasty
this is-
They haven't chewed one in a while. I think it was just because they were.
Okay. Well, it's fresh in your head.
They're
Just
just
spit it out.
They were still
So,
I think they're getting past it.
I see tracks for a wagon, 2 wagons, and they look like they were carrying something really heavy. And there's 5 other guys that are joining. I'm assuming the ones that we were tracking.
Yes.
So we're up to 15 douches.
So
Plus 2 wagons.
So the
whatever is
wagon that went the
you
other
were heading
way
this way,
Might have come here.
might have come back
and the
around.
wagon came over this way, and now they're kind of going like this together.
So they might have come back around to join them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you said that those 2 wagons were heavy, and there was one at the.
There was one wagon that
One
left,
wagon
and
that
it was
left,
light.
and it
There's
was
2
light. There's
wagons
2
here,
wagons
and
here
they're
that are
heavy.
Well, these are them coming back with spoils, maybe.
There you go.
Loaded up.
They went off
Possible.
filled up with stuff from.
Is there anything about the tracks that indicates that it's the same?
Where's the wagons
Yeah,
at?
look for the little chip on the side of the hoof to see if it's the same.
Is
Yeah.
the wagons on the map?
No, I haven't drawn that.
Check
We
the
haven't
wagons.
reached there yet.
Check the wagon's tread marks.
Is there perhaps an orange circle with a number on it? No.
Make an investigation. Whoever wants to investigate, make an investigation check.
Investigate. I'm not good at it.
That is 18.
Say 7.
You saw the same thing
I
Sora
rolled
saw.
a natural 20.
Okay.
I might be able to pick out
There you go.
horse tracks.
Are these horses?
And your question again was, are these the same? Is one of these the same wagon as before?
Yes.
No.
Alright. We can tell because they don't have the chip in the hoof.
There's something missing, or yeah, something off.
Wagon track is wagon track.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying, man.
On the tread, they're labeled. It prints wagon 1. Wagon
That's
1,
what.
wagon
Yes,
1,
that's what I was looking for.
Wagon 1.
I like remember drawing the wagon.
It's very-
Somebody carved very thick serial numbers in the wagon wheels for some reason.
All right. So you travel more northwest, and you start coming. The trees are starting to thin, and there is a large hillside that you can start to see off in the distance.
I'm like, dang, trees looking good. Keep it up.
They're thinning, yeah.
Actually,
You go on a diet.
You're on a diet. And you see
It's smack kids like focus.
you see what looks like the remnants of a keep. And that's what I've drawn here. You've got built into the side of the wall of the hill. You got a 30-foot wall all the way around. You've got 2 doors that have been pretty much broken off their hinges and they're just laying on the inside. And you can make out some structures, and then you see this large, massive 2-story building that's like right at the top of the hill. And there's one big door at the bottom of it,
Built
and you
into the
see,
side of the hill?
yeah, and you see 2 wagons.
Oh, the wagons are going to go into the mountain.
Are they empty?
They are empty at the moment, yes.
And no horses, I see.
And there is movement inside the keep.
Are we coming up from the door side?
You're coming up from this way.
From,
From
the
wait,
house.
from the mountain?
no. From the opening side?
Yeah, what direction are we coming from?
You are coming from the southeast-ish, westish, up
Okay.
towards this way.
Eastist, westish.
Southeast.
We're headed north.
You're headed north-northwest.
Okay, so we're coming up on the doors outside.
Yes. It looks quite old and quite abandoned.
Coming up on the
Place
south
our
side of the
characters where
northwest
we are.
eastern door.
Yes. Well, I can't because they're actually like back here. They're like over here.
So wait, you said it looks old and abandoned, but you said there's movement inside?
Yeah.
How
So
tall
it's
is the
not-
wall?
It looks like this has not been used in quite a few years.
Until now.
Claimed.
He's just gonna build clock houses everywhere.
Mom just puts down a flag.
Those square things are those buildings?
The house
Yeah,
of
those are
buildings.
buildings.
Put a big stamp of my mug in the
So
ground.
we don't know what's in any of the
Fine.
buildings.
Your mug needs
Does
to
the
have
bottom of it have
your
like
face on the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's got it's
seal
got like
kind of
a
thing?
seal.
Clock approved.
Well, obviously there's guards.
Do we have any kind of grappling hook thing?
Yes.
We have sword arrows.
So I'm not sure how we're going to be able to handle that because I can't.
I have got this rope.
You're going to have to cross some open ground to get there. You
Looks
see
like we
these
got a couple
guys
guards
up
on
on
the
top
wall.
of the walls. They're kind of just, standing around, looking around, and they have some big bows that look like hers.
How far away are they?
I'm going to say...
Too far to see us?
Yeah, they can't see you in the trees at the moment.
How dark is it right now?
It is about 5 o'clock in the evening.
Hey.
So
we
still
need to wait
pretty
till
light.
light time.
Sun's going down. Yeah.
How close is the tree line to this structure? To this apple wall?
About 100 feet.
So,
All the way around?
Yeah.
with a 14 perception, do I think Sora could one-shot these things?
Or Jareth.
Or Jared?
No.
Okay. I like Jazz's
You
idea.
can't shoot a bow 100 feet.
No, you can shoot him, but he asked if you could one-shot him.
Yeah, he knows
I don't know.
that
My
I'm
crossbow really hurts when they don't know I'm coming.
Well, now would be a good time to
Yeah.
short rest.
Yes. I like Jazz's idea. We should short rest here until
Wait,
nightfall
wait
and
for
sneak
dark.
in.
Cover of darkness.
There you go. Let's do that right now.
Did you what?
We better get started.
Oh, you work much better in there.
Because my belt, it's turning. We need to rest.
How long are you going to rest for?
Until it gets dark.
Until it gets dark. Alright, it'll be dark about 7 o'clock, so it's about 2 hours from now.
So short rest?
Short rest.
Woo!
When we get back to there.
If you're down any hit
Well,
points,
it's better than my
Hit
last
points.
roll.
you can use it. You've been healed back, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm at 22 of 33.
I need to make some checks here. Hold on.
Do we get more spells back for short rest?
No,
You said you get one spell back for short rest.
but
Or
that's
is-
per day.
Oh, it's only once per day?
Once per day.
Okay.
Yeah. One short rest per, yeah.
Do I get
So
one
not
back?
this time.
I'm assuming I'm getting this.
So I just get the one from earlier.
It's better than my last roll.
Oh, the two.
Okay. Somebody.
Yeah, you and Clock already got your long rest.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this, but what is this doing? Sure.
It's saying to,
Because it's I hit short rest. I hit
So I
the
don't
short
need to
rest
do
button,
anything
and
with the
now
health.
it's brought this up, and I'm like, I'm not real sure what
No.
I think you just click it and you spend
Can you
it.
pull?
22 or 33.
You can spend a hit die to recover some hit points if you want.
I'm good.
But don't you recover some more for a short
Okay.
rest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You
Down
just
8. So.
So here's what happens. If you select it, then it's saying you're spending a hit die, and it's telling you that's what your hit die is, so then you roll it and add it to your HP. It won't do it for you.
Okay, I'm not even.
Now, if you're going to spend a hit die,
I'm not even-
just like you said,
I don't think I'm going to do it.
you
either.
roll a 10-sider and add however many hit points back.
I spent mine
I'm
that
at
didn't help
22.
much.
I'm
Or you don't save it
I'll save it.
for later.
Also, this is saying that hit die do get your Constitution modifier. So I think I was wrong when I told you that it didn't.
Uh-oh.
Does it?
Yes.
You can add it after 5.
Yeah, I looked.
And whatever it comes to.
After you said it, I looked it up, and then I forgot to say, yes, you do. Now that you mentioned it, I was like, wait, I think it does, but I wasn't sure, so I looked it up, and then totally forgot that I was looking it up for a reason.
Well, in that case, back to full.
Yay!
Alright, so you're going to wait until nightfall?
Yes.
Alright.
I can do, I mean, if anybody's down
I was
more
only
than
down
they...
6. That
Okay. I was going to say, I can use my Warlock slot again, so...
I'm only
Because if I'm
down.
in a short rest, then I can spend it and get it right back. So.
Well, I'm down 4.
I'm down 8.
What's Sora still down?
10.
I'm only down 8.
And you have 50 still.
I have
But
50
you have
to
a
go.
lot of hit points.
Son
Yeah,
of a
that's
bitch!
What happened?
Enjoy
Take
your
3 points of
four.
damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I actually hurt you more than
How much did you heal him for?
4 points of. Oh wait, 5 points of. Get 5 points back.
Well, sweet. So we're all barely down to
Me and
anything.
you, Grum.
5 points, you said?
For the tanks.
Yes, he said 5.
You going there.
Maybe.
I like this. Did I show you my ball?
Yeah, 27.
My tattoo. Bear. Nice.
Very nice. So you know, rare
He
species I
takes
haven't
they
seen in a
tattooed a
while.
bear on his back. He don't know that's a lily pad.
He doesn't know it's a lily pad. So what do you gotta do?
Where are
I'm
my
assuming I did not do
Did you
that.
see the picture of Grum's?
Need a D8.
What
I know,
did
but-
we call
Oh,
it?
yeah, I
His
did,
formal-
actually.
His formal
But it says-
attire.
That was my
Somewhere
formal
it
for
said
the.
Okay, I was
to the
wondering
party.
what those were for. I'm like, oh, did I miss
You
picture
missed
day again?
did you talk about the peanuts in the Chronicle?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw the. I didn't know what it was for, but I did see the pictures.
Yeah, that's what I wore. I had
I noticed.
That was his
bare
formal
chest and
attire.
everything, just that slung over.
Is the
the
leader just- 'Cause she said
He
she
was
was
sitting
cold.
here eating soup with a teaspoon
Like not really knowing how to hold it.
and stabbing the table with his knife.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you saying, Michael?
Alright, so it's 7 o'clock in the evening, night has fallen, and you know what you're gonna do.
Did we see the guards on top of the tower do anything during that time?
They've just been wandering back and forth, looking out over the wall.
How far do they wander?
Do you think I
Did we see?
one shot?
Do what?
How far do they wander? They wander the full length of that and back? Or are
They're
they
kind of
just
hanging. They're kind of hanging
prancing
about,
the front?
prancing back and forth.
At the front?
Yeah.
So the backside is it's against the mountain, right?
It gets a large hill. Yeah.
How many feet away are we from the front gate?
Right now you're about 100.
Well,
What does sharpshooter?
do we want to?
What if we
The
two
question
parties
was,
come
would
around
you
to the
want-
sides
I know.
If you were to hit
and
them, do max damage.
like
could you
grapple
try?
up or maybe even scale the hill and get up on
Even with the sharpshooter.
the wall tops
Why
since it's
don't-
night and stealth and come around and try and take those two out?
So I like that
If we
idea, but
built
the
a
problem
large
is,
wooden rabbit.
I like that idea, but the problem is that requires climbing, and not all of us are great at climbing. So what if we just stealth and sneak through the front doors because it's dark enough?
Sneak past. Well, the thing that if we fail that, now we have two archers with longbows on the wall just taking shots at
And
us.
we have
Yeah.
two people with shots to back.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of those archers.
Now,
You
I
know,
have
Might
an
as well
no,
just
we
get
could-
rid of the archers.
you know what we could do?
Now wait a
Before they
second.
raise too long.
DM, if Sora and I both fired at the same archer at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
could both of our hits kill him?
or at least knock him off the wall and kill him with the fall.
Oh, they look pretty tough.
We don't really want him
What
screaming.
about
either.
this?
Yeah, I
This-
know. That's why
Crazy
I
idea.
want to kill him
Crazy idea.
outright.
What about the arrow with the rope, kind of like pulling up in the tree? Each pull them off the wall, and then there we are
Yeah,
to
that-
just stab.
That impact will kill him because he said
It's a
that wall
30-foot
was really
drop.
high.
20 feet at least.
So we take what is that?
And that's outside the wall where the guys on the inside are not necessarily even gonna see
It's a
anything.
pretty good distance away. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
And if we do one guard, could the other guard see us?
Well, we do them both at once, if possible. Split the group.
Well, we only have one person to do the yank down. He can't attach stuff to his bolts.
Oh,
I
is
have
that the
a
thing?
bow.
Yeah, there's just crossbow.
Is there not? We only have one bow in the party.
I
Jazz
have
has
a
a bow.
But it's a short bow.
While we're getting ready for this, why don't you go ahead and roll me initiatives?
How far does a short bow reach?
Short bow's like a 200 feet.
It'll still, I mean, yeah, this is well within range of any kind of bow.
It's going to be within range of
Does
anybody.
anyone who has lots of dexterity want to use my bow?
I can do that. I'm
Yeah, I
proficient
can
with it
do
too.
Okay, can do it.
What's dexterity?
Alright, so
20.
Grum, what'd you roll?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't roll anything. 0. No wait.
Good thing you're going.
20 for Jared.
4 for Jazz,
10 for me.
10 for Grum,
Well, at least you rolled a 7.
huh?
18.
18,
Is that a 1?
and your 2?
I think that looks like a 7.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16 total.
5.
Not feeling it, huh? And Banky rolled a what?
Good thing we're
Huh?
gonna do this
23.
arrow trick out of combat.
I'm gonna start rolling his dice.
Maggie always has high rolls.
I rolled a 19.
Start rolling Banky's first and yours
What the
second.
hell is
I rolled
going
them at the same time.
Initiative bonus, he's always getting over 20.
I require you to roll Bangy's rolls for me. Can we trade? Bangy can have my 5. How about that?
roll that dice.
Would have been better.
Anything would have been better.
Well, that's true. Good point. Literally anything.
Well, it's like we figured out the other day because I was saying that these dice actually roll pretty good for me, but they don't roll good for him. So.
That D8 can go back. So I rolled 3 ones out so far.
And Michael, I don't think you ever sent me the plans for the dice tower.
Did I not?
I don't think so.
Poor Pipsqueak, he fell over and he was sleeping.
Well, Paco does that.
That's what we got. All right, so what's the plan?
Well, we talked about using 2 bows to shoot them and try to grapple them down with rope attached to the arrows.
Okay.
Yank them down and
Yeah.
yank them down and get all stabby with them.
And we were
Alright.
going to try to do that simultaneously. So I guess we need to decide who's
Make a perception check.
who.
Whoever's going to be shooting.
Was it you or me?
You were going to do that?
That would be a 20 perception.
They look like they're wearing the same black armor that some of the other big guys have been wearing.
Okay. Split now? Okay. So they're going to be hard to hit, is what you're saying.
And have a lot of hit points.
Well, this is back to 5-foot scale, right?
Yes.
So they're actually really close, so it's not like we can just attack one anyway. We have to try this.
Yeah, we'd be engaging all of them at once if we just
Yeah.
went in there and started hitting somebody.
Yeah.
And they'd be exceedingly hard to kill if they're wearing black armor and they're high hit point. They just sit up there.
Question: if we stand, if we try to shoot one and we miss, and we like run right to the base of the wall, can they shoot down, or is there like a lip?
It's just a wall, so yeah, they could probably shoot down on it.
Yeah, but it would be really awkward because they'd have to hold their bow like this.
Let's say small cross section. Do they get disadvantage?
Yeah, would they at least get disadvantage?
Yeah, I'd
with
give
it?
them disadvantage on that.
Okay. So at least we have a plan. If we miss and they get alerted, we can just run up to the base and like chill there. And wait for people to run out at us, I guess.
Take 2 steps out, fire arrow, 2 steps back in.
Yeah. What is that?
Stairway.
Now, are these going to be ability checks?
Oh.
Or
Well, that changes things.
That does change.
That does change. The
Yeah, there was
landscape
no way
a
for
bit.
them to get up or down, so I had to draw it in.
where's this? Oh,
The spiral staircase.
But we don't know that actually.
No,
so that
because the
doesn't
door's
change.
on the inside.
So that doesn't change anything.
Doors are on the inside.
are these going to be ability checks or hit checks?
To do what? They're going to be 2 hits.
Okay.
Because we're using the arrow.
Well, we're gonna do this.
Might as well.
Alright, so explain to me. I want to make sure I got what you're going to do. You're going to shoot your bows, 2 targets. You got ropes attached. You're going to yank them.
Gonna try.
Going to try. Alright.
I'm going to stand by. If they hit one but don't drag them off, I'm going to shoot it.
Alright. So the
But
question
that's what we're
is,
going to wait until you make your
use
shots.
grapple rules? Or what, how should we...
Well, before when we did the previous yank, we did the hit check for Sora to see if he could hit the butt arrow, and then
Yeah.
we did a athletics check to pull him back in.
Yeah, but what am I going to counter with? Probably also an athletics check as well. Probably at a disadvantage with an arrow shaft sticking through. Alright.
Well, I think you gave disadvantage on the other ones because surprise.
Surprise.
Like, you know, wonk. Well,
Yeah.
they weren't ready for the.
They weren't ready for it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Do
they get
we-
advantage on it.
Do we maybe want to have you shoot one of the guys right before our arrow lands so that you get your sneak attack on them?
Well, Jared, who's shooting?
But then I think that spoils the.
Who's going to be shooting their bows?
The one shooting with the ropes attached are Kit and Sora.
Kit and Sora. Both of you go before them anyway. So
we were gonna
Jared, you could shoot one, and
So even once
we were
once
gonna-
combat starts, I still get a shot off before they can do anything.
We were
Right.
going to do this as a surprise round with
Right.
the gang.
Right.
So the order that we go in doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So I take
Yeah.
my bow off
Because
and
my crazy damage is only
carefully
going to work
unstring all the
if they're
little
surprised.
okay.
part bits.
So when you roll your to hit, you just add
You go.
1 to it because you have a 6 to hit.
No, I have plus
this
8.
is
You have +8.
But
very.
it's
Yeah,
my
technically,
smart,
in
very
the surprise round,
Oh, so you have +3. That's
you just
so-
count it
Okay,
down.
So just
wait.
roll
Do
that
one
and
and
shoot
add
to it,
both of
and then
you.
when if you
Yeah.
hit,
That-
Shoot at the
10
same
extra
time.
damage
Automatic.
I don't
automatically,
do
and then roll
And
damage.
then roll it.
All right.
So as soon as one of them hits the ground, I want to run straight up and come down on with my axe. Can I do that?
Because you said
Or is
We're gonna
that
shoot
combat
the one
time?
that you're going for, because your bow's not going to do as much
How
damage
far
as
can
the
you
bow.
dash?
I can dash 60 feet. Or we're
About 100 feet
We're 100
away.
feet away. Okay.
Remember,
I wanted
if
to
you,
be
if
there
you
when
do
he
pull them
lands.
off, they're going to take some falling damage.
Is there a way for me to stealth in? Maybe.
Well, we
It is dark.
Maybe we can stealth in on the sides, have people ready to attack, because someone needs to be there to beat these people down when they hit.
Here's what we could do. We could all try to sneak in close, and then we're just ready to go, and as soon as they notice us, then we go and try to pull them down. And then that'll probably get us close enough by the time they notice us, if they even do. And if not, we'll just stop at like 30 feet in and then do it. Or 30 feet to them. So do we want to do that?
Bungie keeps howling.
It's not yours.
I know.
Is that what we want to do?
Or like I
Yeah.
said, they're
You
hanging out at
call-
the front. You could stealth your way out of their periphery and at least be close to the wall. And if they do pull them down, then
Right.
try to kill them.
As he's falling with a big
Can
Well,
the
could we go
wolves
to the
from
side and just
sound
do one
be
at a time
thing?
if he's moving around?
They're way far in the distance.
Not that far. That was a pretty darn loud howl.
So what are you wanting to do?
You wanting to use the wolves?
I would rather we just continue with our plan.
Well, we have 3 people inside that you're not going to be able to do much with.
I don't suppose anyone can cast Pass Without Trace.
Someone can.
Maybe.
That might be a great way to get us all in there, right?
Oh, that just hides your tracks.
Oh, does it? I
No,
thought it was.
it
no,
gives
it
you
gives you
10
plus 10
stealth.
Stealth bonus? Okay, well then yeah, it gives you stealth bonus too. You might be able to go right through the front gate, nobody sees.
That was my point. I knew we had pass without a trace, and group stealth rules mean that if the majority of us roll high, then we all are high.
Yeah,
So
but the problem isn't getting in there. The problem is those 2 guys on the wall are going to see us at some point.
Yeah.
right, so
Yeah,
we
well, the
stealth
idea is
close.
I like the idea of getting close enough to them so that once we initiate combat, if we yank one of them off, we're within range that we could run in and attack.
Yeah.
And not have to use a dash.
Well,
and
what
not be able
if
to do it.
like we do the stealth? We stealth ourselves. 2 of us climb the stairs.
Yeah,
Wait,
We
you
don't know about the stairs.
Wait just inside.
Yeah, you don't know about the stairs yet. You can't see inside the keep.
Oh, the door's right.
Yeah, for all
I
we
will
know,
say
they're
that-
getting on top of that wall from the back.
Yeah, it could be a ladder or something.
How far around do they walk?
They've
How-
been hanging around at the front.
So if we went to one side or the other side, we could.
They'll notice.
If we pull one down, will the other one would notice?
We're concerned they would because they're only like 40 feet apart.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna hit with a pretty good thud. It's gonna make some sound
And yell.
and yell. Yeah.
Scream on the way down.
Message for me, sir.
Unless you hit them in a good spot.
So I personally think that our plan of pass without a trace, trying to stealth across the open field until we're close enough, and then just engaging as soon as we either have to or are in a good spot is a good one.
Yep. Simple is better. It seems like that's all we've got.
Should probably stealth without trace.
But what if we roll for them?
Well, you have group stealth, right?
We do.
I think we'll be alright.
What's group stealth?
Group stealth.
Everybody
means-
rolls and then
Whoever's highest, it kind of group thing.
yeah.
Well, it's if the majority of people roll high, then everyday rolled high. The high
Basically,
rollers
just take
cover
the
for the low people. It was made to stop people in like plate and heavier armor from fucking everybody's chance to stealth around.
Or at least mitigate it.
Yeah.
Large, bumbly half-orcs.
Alright, so everybody's gonna roll stealth?
I guess so. So pass without trace.
Not yet.
We won't get a chance later.
Are you gonna...
It's got to be before we roll stealth.
You're gonna move... Are you gonna move at your normal rate, or are you gonna move at your...
Well, me and Bongay can move stealthily anyway, so.
Right, because you're in your
Where'd
next...
Jareth go? He was right here.
Did you evaporate?
No,
Can't really.
it's a 19.
At the angle I'm looking at it, okay, there it is.
So it's a 27 for stealth.
So
Nice.
it's a 19, but that's a 18 for me.
So I'm technically already stealthy.
Yeah, you still gotta roll then.
You always have to roll.
You could roll bad. That's when you step on that twig you didn't mean to step on.
Yeah, 27 it averages out.
I
Would you
rolled
10.
10?
16.
15.
18.
18.
You're good.
27.
27.
Well, I mean, the majority of y'all rolled well over, so.
I was like, where you go? It's
He
freaky.
finds himself.
He's
standing
like
next to a
directly
tree.
behind you. Every place you turn, you like, you have no idea where Jareth went.
Flicking my ear. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Can he even reach your ear?
I don't know.
Alright, so you're gonna go all the way to the wall?
Oh, I hate
Well,
it.
so-
And what's your movement rate with this?
Stealth is just walking speed.
Okay.
We're
so-
out of combat still, so.
Right.
The only time stealth really changes your movement is when you are doing like the move, like traveling by horseback, like through towns. If you're traveling stealth,
Alright. You made it up to the wall undetected.
okay. So what we wanted to do was stop a little bit short so we can still shoot them,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 30 feet.
but we wanted to be relatively close to the wall still. So like 10 feet away.
Oh, I thought the archers were hanging back. Like further.
However close we can get and still
Yeah,
be
we
able
could
to
let
shoot
the
them.
rest of them move forward. And then
Yes,
we
the rest
can
of them
hang
should go
back.
ahead.
So
The three of us
the
will
shooters are
hang
gonna
back.
have to stay back about 40 feet, otherwise they're gonna have a real hard time seeing
Yeah,
the
that's what I
targets.
was thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. You're gonna shoot away. Do you have your target? Which one are you gonna shoot at? 3 or 4?
Since we covered it that well, I'll probably just go all the way up to the wall.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah,
of us,
everybody that's not shooting
Which
should
one?
go to the base.
Which ones of us are on 3 and which are on 4? We
Yeah.
should.
This is target 4.
You could put our characters up there
Target
now.
3.
Yeah, go ahead and put our characters wherever we're going, other than the shooters.
Which one do you want to go for? Left or right?
I don't really care. I guess 3,
Okay.
which I think is.
So I assume Jazz is at the wall. I assume Kit's back.
Okay,
I assume
go to
Clock.
that.
Are you gonna be close to everybody?
I am on number 3,
Okay, so you're gonna.
and no, I'm at the wall
Oh, okay.
and just kind of not right under him.
Jareth,
so
where are you
that
gonna
he's
be?
not gonna fall on me.
I'm with you.
You're with Kit.
Yeah, I'm taking whatever target he's taking.
All right. So
Where
Okay.
am I?
I have Grim over here, unless you want to be somewhere different.
You might want to have Bandy.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Can Bungie go up to the wall? I was tempted to say that.
All right. That's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Fire in the hole.
Can I use the sharpshooter?
You may.
Ooh, you picked up the sharpshooter feat. Nice.
She takes a minus to hit, but if she
Okay,
does hit, she does 10 damage
now-
automatically.
Does this stack?
What'd you roll?
20.
A natural 20?
Now I get crit anyway. Because
Well,
it's
okay.
a surprise attack.
So you're gonna get crit. You're gonna get double damage.
Do I get another crit for this? Quadruple damage?
No, we'll roll them as they would go. So your natural 20 is gonna get you double damage on your hit,
Well, what he's asking is he already.
I
since it's a
already
surprise
get automatic
he already
crit.
and it's an automatic crit.
Yeah.
Well, you've automatically crit then.
Oh. You were.
I can't double crit.
I wanted him to stack.
I do not believe.
It's the first time in D&D
Jared's
history
one shot
the
from the
crossbow
castle.
bolt caused an incineration.
Jared does like 90 damage.
Is that a special crossbow?
I would say it's like
And nobody
the
can
vampires
see him.
in Blade, like the bolt just goes through their heart and they just disintegrate.
Yeah. The ash and blow away.
Alright, so my roll
Did
is
you attach your dagger to that
not
thing?
super great. I rolled
So-
a 15.
I rolled lower.
Hmm?
So it's plus 3, so 14.
Your shot didn't miss.
Darn.
You shot
But-
just a little bit
But
wide.
doesn't he get advantage because it's from sneaky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Roll advantage. Roll again. It might be lucky.
Should I roll that too, or?
Yeah, just roll your two.
Okay, that's much better.
She rolled the exact same thing.
Oh!
Use your inspiration.
Yeah.
Do you have
Alright.
inspiration?
Inspiration.
So
Use it. It's a D8.
she rolled a 1.
Oh my god!
Hey, that's 15.
That's 15?
Is 15 good enough?
15.
15 does not hit.
Oh.
It's like his hair goes whoosh.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 23.
You hit.
Okay.
Right as
Okay, so
I
number
see
4 is definitely
his
getting hit.
miss, I'm gonna put. It was the
You're
guy
not-
on the left.
You're not near
no.
3.
3.
Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah, I don't think you have line of sight on 3 because of the tower.
All right, so let's resolve the hits. So what do you got?
28.
Nice.
28 total on number
Nice.
3.
Number 4. All right.
Hate man.
Or you?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Four on the other
Number
side.
4.
My thing isn't gonna matter which one it is.
Okay. Roll
I only do 7 damage.
7 total to number
4.
4.
4. You're both on 4.
Yes. And was my 23 good enough to make it stick somewhere so we can yank him down?
Yeah, I'll let you stick them.
Okay.
You have inspiration.
Good point. That was actually decent.
So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 13 athletics check.
13 athletics. So this. All right. So first of all, your
I
arrows.
can give you guys.
Your crossbow bolt just sinks
Did you do
right
that
into
horrible?
him. And I got the dice in my
I
hand.
don't
I
know
why
what
I'm
you were
looking.
doing. Nobody told
Your
me.
arrow strikes. Yours just barely, almost hits him. And you
Slide that under.
yank him down.
Does
Woo!
the one that
Do
I shot
2d6 additional damage. I'll let you roll your own damage for the guy falling off the wall.
Does the one that I missed
3 more.
notice that an arrow came
Oh,
with
he
it?
definitely noticed. Okay, so number 4 is laying on the ground with an arrow stuck in him, with a rope on him, and he's. Yeah, you got a free attack if you want to handle
And
it.
I was gonna say-
I'm coming down on my
Right
back.
there.
I'm right
I
there.
noticed that the other guy hasn't fallen because I specifically moved so that the tower didn't block my view. So I know there's not a guy on the ground, right?
Yeah, he's not on the ground.
Alright.
Dude, you're not gonna be able to see him. The angle of attack. You're gonna have to be like way out here to be able to see him.
No, I don't mean all the way up. I mean on the floor. I don't see him fall off. He's not
Correct.
on there.
Yeah.
You do not see him fall off.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
I thought you can't cast without your bow.
You're close enough to me, I think. Right?
I'm 40 feet away.
Is that not close enough?
What does Moonbeam do?
A
Roll
silver
damage.
beam of light shines down.
You have a free attack. Roll damage.
Oh, free damage.
You definitely
free
hit
attack.
It does what?
A silver beam of
what's
pale light
that?
shines down, centered on a point
8.
until the spell ends. Dim light fills
Was
the
that
cylinder.
17?
When a creature enters the area for the first
17?
time, or if it starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly
No,
flames
wait,
that
yeah.
cause pain, and it has to make
No,
a
I'm not
Constitution
ranged,
saving
okay.
throw. Takes 2d10
Yeah, I'll do
radiant
the range on
damage.
Where are you putting this?
On number 3.
On him.
So yeah, 17.
On him. But you have to be able to see him.
That's 17.
Yeah.
It's just
That's fine.
on the wall. I'm putting it on the wall, like right next to him. So I can't necessarily see him,
Oh.
but I can see the wall
Is
itself.
it a cone, an area effect,
It's
or
a 5
50.
radius.
It's
And
just
it
the thing
goes-
that comes
15
down.
damage.
And it goes
right?
40
Alright, how much
feet.
damage?
Plus 6 for damage?
Yeah, I'm not raged, so
15.
yeah. 15.
So basically, as an arrow goes past his head, it's gonna make him turn and look, and he's just gonna see
Wait,
this.
you should have
beam
done that
of
as
light.
a great weapon master attack.
He got a free attack.
It's a free attack. It's not. We're not in.
He just rolled damage. He just
Okay.
came right down on him and did as much damage as he could. with
There's.
the
I
roll.
can't do that because I'd have to do the -5 to the attack, which there's no attack. It's free attack. So.
Okay.
Do I get a saving throw?
He's still breathing.
Constitution.
Barely.
He's got 2 arrows and an
I
axe.
got a 17, 15. Constitution, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 15.
Well, that means you take half damage.
Half damage to number Trace. And how much damage do I take?
Well, 19 divided by 2.
Is 8?
No. That's 9.
9.
9. Thank you.
9.
9.
9. All right. And now we'll begin.
Okay.
And it's gonna make him slightly blind.
I guess I don't have time to run up next to Jess. I'll just do that one.
If only it made him slightly mute.
So could I
Right.
So we couldn't
technically
call
pull
out.
that arrow back because it was on the string?
So,
Yeah, you could, I guess.
I think personally it should give him
All right.
disadvantage since he's partially blind now.
Thank you. What are you going to do?
He can't do anything.
Jareth.
He could run over to the other one.
He could move to the entrance, ready to charge in, though.
Yeah, good.
How far away from there are we? Is that fixed distance?
Yeah. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Put you here.
Plus,
He's got 41
quite frankly, it moves him out of the target of the
Yeah.
archer. Well, not exactly, but.
So 4 is still breathing?
Barely.
I want to go say hi. With my sword.
He's trying to get up. Roll it to hit on him.
Do I get advantage of him?
I'll give you advantage because he's like really, really, really horrible.
Isn't he
So-
prone?
Yeah.
22.
Hit. What's your minimum?
4, right?
All right, roll.
Yeah, 4. Uh, 13.
How do you want to do that?
Just run up and just.
All right.
Silent and quick.
Yeah.
Silent but deadly.
Because you're still standing right next to him, so I'm like.
All right, Astrid.
I want a magic missile number 3. The guy that's on the roof. Yeah,
Still trying to figure out what's going on.
the wall.
Okay.
So what do I just?
They automatically hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so we
He's
have
not a stealth weapon, though.
3,
They're gonna know
6,
we're there.
7,
Oh, they're not gonna know right now.
They're gonna know.
They already know.
8.
They saw the moon
8
beam,
damage.
sure.
Well,
Whatever that was.
conveniently, it's just a dim moonbeam.
All right.
It's just standing in it.
My guy number 1 goes, what the hell? Because, you know, noise. Let's see.
Yeah, imagine, even without the moonbeam, the guy that we yanked it down was probably like, "Whoa!"
He's
Yeah,
ducking
but
in
that's
behind
quite
the
a ways
carts.
away.
Michael, can I retroactively, after having axed him, just move over to the entrance, like behind Jazz there?
Sure. Number 1 is taking up position inside the carts.
Oh, well.
Sneaky bastard.
Sora, you're up.
Okay. Are you you're using cover rules?
Cover rolls.
Light those guys on fire. It worked last time.
Sora, you gonna shoot at that guy up there on the...
Shoot
Shoot him again. Shoot.
We have a
Bull
Same thing.
Same thing.
I like the way you think.
Plus 3.
Kill them with fire.
We're slowly turning.
Number
Ashton into
2.
a pyro.
Hey, I'm gonna go hide myself.
Wow.
Or it would be 6.
Number 3 is like,
Yeah, it would be 6.
I see you. What happens when I try to do something? You're gonna give me a... He's kind of semi-blinded.
Yeah, he's semi.
What's your armor class?
16.
Also,
Well, if he was semi-blinded, does that mean what?
What do
my
blinded
damage
rules
would've
do for me,
taken
do you
more?
know? Does it just make me roll disadvantage?
probably.
I think
What
it's
is? What was it?
I think
think
blinded
that's what it
rolls
is.
are disadvantage.
disadvantage.
What are you asking?
Blinded. Does it just give you disadvantage on your attack roll?
If you're blinded, yes.
Okay, then he misses. He tries
By
to
the
shoot
way-
you and misses. Yes.
He's gonna take another 2d10 unless he saves.
Unless he what?
Saves, then he takes half as much.
How long does
He saved.
1 minute.
Hey,
So he's still
He
standing
can.
in.
Yeah, he can move out of it.
If he realizes what's going on.
If he is.
So half that.
Half 13. That's 6.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what it is.
He
It's
doesn't
just
know what's hurting him.
so
a little bit of
I'm
movement.
listening.
this arrow is near me. Can I pick it up and
You
use
think
it?
parlance, he would be
back at
standing there going,
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like
Clock.
video games, the guy just stands
Alright,
there.
so
Don't stand in fire, dumbass. I have a question for you. Chill touch. Does 1d8 and the hand stays on the target? If I
Yes.
forego the damage, will you let me try to pull him with it?
What does the actual spell say?
Basically that. You create a ghostly skeletal hand in space, in the space of a creature within range, which is 120 feet.
I think this keyword there's or ghostly. It's
Well, it
phantasm.
does damage.
Right.
So there is a touch to the thing, just like there would be a ghost. I mean, I can do it just straight damage straight, but I'm just wondering if I would...
I believe it's going to be straight. It's not like a Bigby's hand.
Bigby's head.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have a bard.
We almost did.
We almost
You
did.
almost
for me
did.
Too.
Which one is it?
Sounds like
Sophia
we almost
were
had
here.
3 bards.
She could say
Chill
I
touch.
kind of wish that we had a bard.
Wow.
Yeah, on a hit, target takes 1d8 necrotic damage and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
Yeah, it doesn't say
So like,
Yeah, it's basically, it's there.
Yeah, that's what my warlock was using.
It's-
he was
yeah.
using it to dig into their hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's not a. I don't think it has the capability to do anything physical.
No, it doesn't. That's why I'm asking you. If
he's
I
not-
foregoed it
I'm
doing
gonna
damage.
say no. It doesn't
Okay.
specifically say it, so I'll say no. But we can for sure ask the Reddit community what they believe of it.
So
So I think they would say
a
no.
19 to hit,
19 does hit.
and he takes it's 4 necrotic damage. I don't get to add anything to that.
So he's radiant and necrotic right now.
And just I've got just this. I just reach up and
Put it on his face so you really can't.
Is it me?
right, it's like
Cold,
a
yeah.
like an alien face hugger.
Number 4 dead?
Number 4 is dead. Yes,
he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
he ended his life.
I ended his life.
So I think about all, I got nothing ranged, so about all I can do is run it. Just haul ass in. And
Michael.
what I'm gonna do is I want to diagonal across.
Come move you.
I believe I can get
He
to
started that music.
here. Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50, 55, 60. You
Okay.
agree?
And a dash.
And a dash.
All right, run it.
And then these are how tall are these actually? Am I do I have cover from him?
He's more focused on what's going on outside the walls.
Okay. And I think I have cover from them. I don't think they can get me.
Probably
there.
not.
Okay. So I'm gonna run to there. And that's
Run
my turn.
there. Hit.
We just see Grum.
Where's he going?
Dude,
The
what if
plan,
you just
stick
run
to
in
the
there
plan.
knowing he can't hit a goddamn thing?
Actually, seeing him run like
Do
that,
what I do.
I'm gonna do the same thing. And I'm further back than him, but that's okay because I can dash longer than him. And also, I'm gonna pass off the bow to Jazz as I run past her. So just
Your catch.
It drops it.
actually,
no,
my
he gives
dash
it
won't
to
be
me
there.
nicely.
Hooks the string around her neck.
I did.
Jazz.
Yeah, I originally straight was going to be a bard, and then he said somebody else was already going to roll a bard, so I'm like, oh, fuck,
Yes,
I'll be a
because
cleric.
Jazz was going to be a bard, and then she changed her mind.
So,
If you're
Ready to be
Both say bards?
challenged?
come back as a bard.
So, I do my transformation into a huge ass dire wolf, and then all to the wolves that were howling before to join me.
What did they come after us?
No, they're with me. They'll be my pack.
Maybe.
I will be their alpha, and they will fall before me.
The wolves all run in, tear you to pieces, and run back.
I don't think they'll be a dire wolf.
One shows up.
Hey,
One's one.
one is one. I got a bro.
And it's Benny.
Yeah.
He's currently at you.
Runs back around.
Yeah, Benny runs over just.
He's currently at the wood line, so it's going to take a while for him. It's going to take him a turn to get up there.
Alrighty.
And number 5.
Johnny Fine?
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Wait,
95.
is there a Fine? Where's Fine? Oh, by the
Back
wagon.
with the carts.
So he just saw Grum and I just.
He sure did.
I smiled at him.
And
so
then
we
he
were
heard
fine.
a chilling howl from his.
You can't see him.
No, we
He can't see us.
No, but he knows where they went. All right. I'm going to put your wolf. We'll use this as the wolf. So when it's his turn, go. All right. Bangy. What does Bangy want to do?
Still running. I don't know how far he can do.
He's got 40 movement, so you move him where you like to. Or he can dash in for 80. Count the squares. So yeah, so over 1, 5, 10, 15, 20.
50. That'll be 50. Might want to move him around the backside of the building
Okay.
so that Mark
So he was
can
here,
see.
right?
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He still has 10 movement, so you could just put him here if you wanted him to be on the side.
Yeah.
Or over one more. Don't forget,
He's
you do have a guy up top.
But he is blinded.
He's blinded by the light, and he's focused on whatever it is he's going to do next. Jareth. You are currently here.
Yeah. I'm going to, inside the door, I'm going to head to the western building. The one toward
That's 20 feet right there. 25, 30, 35.
You want to ride a wolf into that, okay?
No. I'll make a dash for it then.
35?
Yeah, to get to the building.
Astrid.
Am I where I can get those carts to light them on fire?
What's your movement?
30, 30.
20. This would put you at 20 feet. Yep, you can get there.
Okay.
And you roll to hit.
May the odds
You
be
get plus
in
6.
favor.
What do you get to hit?
Plus
Your
6.
spell attack one.
Yeah, spell attack.
I rolled a 5.
Okay,
Plus 6 is 11.
thank you. All right, do your damage.
What do I get? 2d6?
All right, so you're gonna light those on fire, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it got really hot, right there, and this guy's going.
And I got a 4 to 2, so that's 6.
All right, you could. All right, so you
Do I need to do?
Did it
you
take
can
you
light
five?
both of them on fire. You still
It
have
says
a
I
third.
create 3
Right.
3 rays.
So what do you want to do with your third ray? You want to try for him?
Drop it right in the middle of them.
Yeah, try to hit one.
All right, roll it to hit on him.
15 plus the 6 is 21.
That hits.
And I do roll again.
And roll damage for him.
8.
number 1.
So as he's trying to figure out what happened to his cover,
And now he's on fire.
his hair catches on fire.
Alright, so cart
Just
1
out of the blue.
and cart 2 are now on fire. You did how much damage to the cart?
I think she's still alive.
6 the first one, and I only rolled twice.
Yeah.
Okay, roll one more for the
It
other
would be
cart.
6 and 5, wouldn't it? Did you do 11?
I did 6, and then I rolled an 8 on this one.
Okay. Alright, number 1 is going to get out of the fire.
But is he on fire?
He
I
is-
got him.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Oh,
He took damage. He's not too happy about it. 5, 10, 15, 20. What's your armor class?
me?
Yes, you.
Well,
I guess the fire was too much for him. He rolled a natural 1.
So good.
Bitch. Sorry, you're up.
He tripped trying to get out of the carts.
why did you need to know that?
Because the crossbow bolt just came past your head. Probably landed about 3 feet in front of you, actually.
A mile away from you.
So, the one that shot at me that was on the wall,
Uh huh.
I did pick up his arrow, and I'm
Okay.
going to shoot it right back
Shoot
at
it
him.
right back at him.
Insulting.
The way you shoot the
What are
gun.
you doing? Well, you didn't say
I
sharpshooter,
didn't
so
do
I'm
it,
assuming you're
yeah.
doing normal.
I'm doing normal.
So it's an 18.
Yeah.
You hit.
Okay, so 6 plus 4 is 10.
10
With his arrow.
with his arrow. Shot him with his own arrow. How cruel.
Well, he
what it
shot it at me.
He
Number
deserves
2.
worse.
Your armor class was 12? Astrid,
Yes.
you get hit. No! A crossbow bolt slams into you for 7 damage.
Ouch.
Big crossbow.
You.
I was gonna say mine hit for 30.
3 needs to make a saving throw again.
3 is going to get out of
Bigger
this
crossbow.
mess after he takes some damage.
What do you roll?
Who's hitting me?
This guy right here,
I just throw him really hard.
can you see?
Okay.
He shot at you. How
What
much?
did 3 roll?
He failed his saving throw.
Oh, 18 damage.
Dang.
Is he down yet?
That moonlight
Not
burns.
yet. And he's going to
Does
shoot at
Does
Sora.
he keep ticking
If he sits in it, yeah.
I rolled a 9. I don't think that hits you.
No, that's why I was asking, because
Like,
technically nothing happens with it. But it specifically says the hand clings until the end of my turn, but it doesn't do anything.
Does it
do
still
any additional damage.
stay with him? I mean, it stays with him.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
It lasts for 1 round. He can't regain hit points until the start of his next turn. Your
That's the
next
only-
turn.
I guess for flavor, it's
Yeah.
still there until the end of my turn because he can't heal. That's
Right.
the only thing I can think of.
Right.
is it
And they
doesn't
get
actually-
disadvantage if he's undead.
Yeah.
He's not undead.
Yeah, I didn't bother mentioning that because it's,
Alright, so you're up, Clock.
I'm still kind of under him. How high is that wall?
He's 20 feet.
So I'm going to take a big swig of my mug and I'm going to look at him, and right in front of him, just out in the air, appears a giant glowing amber great axe
Okay.
and takes a swing at him, hitting for 23 to hit
Do 23 hits.
and doing 8 force damage.
8.
Feel the
You hear this?
I'm thinking that's just flavor text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what's keeping him
From healing,
points.
that's the only thing I
I
can think of.
understand
So
that.
now my turn's over, so the
Wait.
glowing hand is gone. So,
Wait.
This'll do it, shoot him.
but now there's a big
Wait,
giant
I'm sorry.
floating
You're correct. Grum.
golden axe in front of
Thank
him.
you.
Well, the field changed a little, so I can't do the thing I want to do. But
And then I use
would
my
you
arrow.
say that I saw 5 dash off behind the building?
Nope.
And then
From where I
track
was,
of
you don't think I could have seen?
He said before he even moved him that we didn't see.
You couldn't see him. Your line of sight was blocked by the building.
Oh,
They couldn't shoot us, so we can't see them either.
okay.
Because he was this is your line of sight.
Oh, I thought it was further. Okay. Okay.
He was like in front of the doors.
Well, I'm out of range. I can't because I only have 30. I can't even get to 2, and I don't know 5 is there. So
a little retroactive too. After I cast it and hit him, I'm going to move as basically right behind Astrid.
Can you make it that far?
Yep.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Dave, you could just start moving towards the wagons, and you're gonna have to at some point. And I mean, since you're not even gonna be able to attack that round, you could just dash all the way.
I'm gonna dash up between 1 and 2.
So
And if either one of
are
them
you
moves
coming
out of
this
range,
way or are you going this way?
either way, I think I can make 60, right?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 would probably be the best.
And then, does that put both of them in? That puts both of them in 5 foot range. So if either
Yes.
one of them moves out, I get opportunity at least.
So yes, that puts you there.
And I'm sorry, move me another 20 feet because I didn't realize spiritual weapon is a bonus action, so I could have dashed. So I can be another 20 feet inside the door.
Which reminds me.
That would put you here.
Yeah, ish. I'll go there. That's fine.
And can I go? Roar, trying to intimidate the two, like surprise, because I just came out from behind the wagon.
Surprise!
Can I do that? Intimidate, like scare the hell out of them and give them disadvantage or something.
I don't think it works like that, but you can
I
definitely
didn't know if the.
well, yeah, you can try to intimidate him. Look at what's intimidate rules say.
That's all fiat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought there was an intimidation.
There are various skills that will cause them to be intimidated, but those are actual skills. The intimidation skill check is mostly for social encounters, but you can make it work for combat.
All right, go ahead and roar. Roll me a check. I'll see if they are.
What am I doing?
I'll see if they care.
This is again.
I was gonna say these guys are actually used to hanging around orcs, so
That's true.
this might
Sure.
actually be all
I roll
scary
one.
to them.
So that's against what? Intimidation. Nah, that's
You have
okay.
advantage.
I went.
The smoke from the cart got in your lungs.
Scary as
Crit
All right,
for one.
keep
You
it up.
have advantage.
Crit 1. Huh? I have advantage
Yeah.
on that? Oh. Well, that's better. 18.
18. The guy on the side of the building, he kind of goes, whoa. The other guy's like, just looking at you like, yeah, right.
Okay.
By the way, are any of these people orcs or are they?
No, these are humans.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk towards the west corner of the building.
10 feet?
Yep. And then I'm gonna see that 5 is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably another 20. 40. Okay, well, I'm gonna notice 5 isn't there, but I'm not gonna really care. I'm gonna run up to 2 and I'm gonna attack him.
Alright.
This is my first hit of the fight, so I'm gonna use a key.
Key.
A key! So
Let us buy a key.
with my first attack with my spear, that's a 15 to hit.
No.
Alright, and then my 2 hand attacks. One is gonna miss, and then one is 17 to hit.
17
No.
hits.
More, but that's okay.
17 does hit.
Okay,
On number 2.
he has to make a DC 14 saving throw.
How about a 5?
He fails and gets knocked prone, and also takes 7 damage.
Woo. So he's prone.
2.
Damn it. He's 7 damaged.
I was gonna shoot him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell my wolf brother to me. And I also want to do an intimidating roar at somebody up there.
The only guy that can see you would be number 2, because the other one's hiding behind the building from
What
Grum.
is intimidation under?
It's just
Charisma check.
intimidation skill.
Charisma.
That's a skill.
No, I know, but I have to do wolf skill.
Oh, right.
Plus
Bark, 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 bark.
2. 11.
11. It's better than my 2.
Hey.
So he's lying on the ground.
And he's like,
Now he's frightened.
he's panicking. And number 5 goes, what the? And he brings up a crossbow and shoots at Kit.
I was waiting for this. I've been waiting for this forever.
And he rolls a 20.
Okay. He rolls a 20, natural 20?
No, I rolled 17 plus 3, 20.
Okay. So go ahead. Go ahead, Slappy.
You take 6.
No, I don't. I take 4, 8, 4, minus 12. So I actually catch the arrow and I throw it back at him.
What did you do?
I have deflect missiles. That's
Deflect
a monk
missiles.
skill.
Oh!
So
So
you
I
do a
reduced-
spin move. To throw
I
it.
I get to reduce it by 1d10 plus dex plus my monk level, which
Okay.
worked out to 12.
Okay.
And then, so he only rolled 6 damage.
Yeah.
If I stop all the damage,
Uh-huh.
then, okay, well I can spend 1 key point, which I will do.
Okay.
And then to throw the weapon back at him
Okay.
with proficiency.
All right. Roll.
Get him!
Cool.
Nice.
So here's the twang of the bolt and just.
Exactly.
Well, it's coming from behind, so you spin and grab it and throw it right back.
Yeah.
And what
And
happens?
spin again and throw it right back.
Momentum.
That's a 19 to hit,
19 hits.
and my d6 got fudged. So,
You shouldn't have to roll to hit.
well, that's a 6. So that's 13 damage.
Number 5.
I assume that was a d6 bow, right?
10.
D10 bow? Then,
Scratch the damage.
oh, well, that was actually worse. Sadly.
Can we keep this?
Keep
Can
the
I keep
damage.
So that was only 7 damage then.
Oh, only 7.
7 to 6.
Well, it's gonna be 13.
Give him advantage on that because that's friggin' cool.
Yeah. All right, you're Wolf. What's he gonna do?
How will I?
He's a free agent, but I assume he's gonna just charge in.
Are you gonna direct him at anybody in particular?
No, I just called him to come help me fight.
All right. Let's see. 40. What's his dash?
I don't
45,
know.
50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. We'll put
Wow,
If
that
it's the
is-
same as a regular wolf, it's
Yeah,
40.
they get 40.
That is
Yeah.
a long run. He runs as long as me.
And Bongi.
How high are the buildings?
The buildings are typical building house size.
No, the wall.
The wall?
The wall's 20 feet up. You do see some an open door with some stairs.
How?
I got that.
Can
deflect
he
missiles
run
at
up
level
those
3.
stairs?
I've been waiting for him to shoot me.
You want to
with
run the
some
stairs and go for the guy?
He's gonna run up the
I
stairs
really
and
like.
bite the guy in the butt.
20,
Stop
25,
trying to
30,
Yeah,
shoot
shoot you with
me.
something and you
45,
catch it.
50. 50 would put him at the top.
Jared, start shooting.
60,
Kid.
65, and then would be on him. He won't be able to attack.
Yeah, that's how he's practicing.
You want him to be on
Hey,
the
shoot
Yes.
me with your crossbow. What? are you
Have you not seen how dead accurate
Jared.
I am?
Well, since there's a lot of fuss going on near the burning carts, so I think those guys have got it handled for now. So I'm just going to take a pop shot at number 3 up on the wall.
Partial cover.
For him?
Yep.
So that's plus 2 AC. Is it 3/4 cover or 1/2 cover?
1/2 cover.
Okay, so that's just plus 2 AC then.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, the AC.
And is Bongi right next to him?
Yes.
So he gets advantage.
Oh.
Well, he already
Oh,
has
Oh,
he already has
I
a
get the
natural
extra
20.
dice.
Sneak attack is the thing.
And it's
The
still
bonus sneak.
So, no, they're all shitty rolls.
Doesn't matter, they're
3, 5, 6, 16.
Can I want to do that?
Alright.
Number 3 was already pretty damaged up there.
Bongi ran up to give the
So who's that on the outside of the wall looking up at him?
Sora's out
That's
there.
me.
Okay. As
You're outside the
You're
wall
messing around with
still?
all this, and you just see a crossbow bolt just go.
And then
And
he
he just
tumbles forward
falls
off,
off
and
the
then
wall.
face
Roll
plants
2d6.
For an extra
Another 2d6.
3.
So he took an extra 3. How much total did you do then? You did 13 plus the 3.
16 plus
16 plus
16 plus 3.
So
Yeah.
20 points. He only had 7.
Wow. So as he like hits the ground, does he like
Kind of
explode?
Kind of caves in on himself. Yes, broke every bone in his body. It's at the
And I'm
ground.
just like, okay.
Astrid,
Then it
what you gonna do?
exploded.
I want to actually missile that dude that keeps shooting at me.
Second
Alright.
recorded incident
Roll
of
damage.
bolt disintegration.
Let's see, that's 5, 9,
Yeah, I just had
and
just-
4 is 13.
Okay. He definitely took notice of that.
13.
Number 1. Alright, he's gonna try to hit Grum. And he rolled a 4 on his disadvantage. Sorry, you're up. Your target just fell.
So he's
Yeah,
like
I see
shakily pulling your thing up. Or pulling the thing
Well,
to
the only
the
thing I can do is just move.
Move it, move it.
I am
I'd like
out
to move
as
You
well.
want to dash?
Yeah.
So you get 70 movement?
My speed is 35.
Yeah, so you get 70, right?
Yeah, sure.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 would put you right in the middle.
Okay. That's good to me.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm here.
Is that guy that I shot at disadvantaged because he's prone?
The missiles hit.
Oh, how about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2.
He will be disadvantaged on his
Because
attacks
he'll be
unless he
dead.
gets up.
He's gonna get up. He's gonna get up and he's gonna go. Who do I hit? Grum's right in front of me. $22,
That hits.
and I don't think it's 9 doesn't hit.
Are you raging?
I'm not currently raging. I did not call it.
4.
Well, at least he
But it
was.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he's no longer prone.
I said, oh, that tickled.
Yeah, he's not raging because he's not angry. He's just like,
All right, clock.
I'm going to go. I'm going to just walk to the door of the southeast building in front of it.
Over here.
Yep. That's about as far as I can make it. And my glowing great axe is going to come up right behind me.
Okay.
Is 1 behind that corner?
Yes.
Alright, so number 2 for a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
16 does not hit. Okay.
Get.
Right.
No Grum?
Stop. Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
Because you hate him.
Grum.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm biased towards half-breeds.
So,
Wow.
correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay. Since this is my first attack,
See?
I will reckless attack.
Going reckless. All of
Going
it.
reckless, and I'm combining it with great weapons
Go for it.
because I get advantage. Right?
Are you raging too?
I am not raging, so that's that'd be 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
11 does not make
12,
it.
no,
Okay.
that's not. That's just subtracting my 5. 11 plus I'm hitting with my axe, so that's plus 8.
19.
Hit.
19. So if I hit, that means I add 10 to whatever damage I roll, right?
Yes.
Which is not as good as I'd hoped. So I get 4 plus 8 plus 6 because I'm not raged.
So 20.
So 10 plus 10 is 20, and I think that's it.
Well, then you
Right.
frenzied attack, so you get a bonus action.
Well, no, I didn't frenzy. I don't have frenzy.
He did
I
reckless.
reckless. Oh wait, no, that just gives me advantage. So I could roll.
Oh, okay.
That gives me the advantage. So I could roll 2.
Jeez Louise.
So 20.
Yeah, you sink your axe into him pretty tightly. rip it out with some muscle and bone with it.
But now he has advantage on his. Is that right?
Does he get a counter attack?
Because of the reckless?
Not just he, everybody who attacks me.
Well, anybody who attacks me.
Okay.
Until my next turn.
Okay.
I have.
He's got to survive. Kit.
So I'm going to go ahead and attack 2 again. I'm not going to be spending any key this time though. So just spear and unarmed strike. And those are 2 natural 1s.
Oh,
that's amazing.
No hits for you.
Snake eyes.
Damn.
Jazz.
They call me. What's his name?
Fumbles.
So I'm gonna go up between 1 and 2.
That's Mr. Whiffy to you.
Love that one.
You know.
It was always fumbles. I love that freaking skit.
I'm gonna go up between 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna bite 1.
I do have a PhD, so it could be Dr. Killshot. God, I love that skit.
17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Excellent.
And I gotta make a saving throw to see if I go prone.
Yep.
19.
Oh. 10 damage.
10 damage on number 1.
Yeah.
What's your wolf doing?
He's gonna come up and hit number 2, I guess. Because I don't think he can fit anywhere else.
Also, you forgot 5.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, alright. Number 5 is going to take another shot at Kit with his cross. No, wait.
He should shoot me again.
That totally went against what he was expecting.
But he should do it again though.
How often can you do that? Or is it just
Every round.
Wow, that is so cool.
It uses my reaction.
He's gonna take a shot because you're too far away.
At me?
Yeah. 21
To hit or damage?
to hit.
Okay, well that definitely hits.
10 total damage.
Okay, so that's completely reduced, but I'm not going to spend a key. I'm just going to catch it and drop it to the ground. And look at him. Like,
Alright. Your wolf can hit
You
number
break it in
2.
half.
He does a
She
17
has to break it in half.
and you have to save on a DC 11.
She says, "Stop it, you jackass! I'm busy."
So,
Strength? Yeah, okay, no, he doesn't make it. So he's prone.
and 8 damage.
Like
How do you want to do that?
Quicksilver from.
Oh, ooh.
I'm almost gonna jump on his face and eat his face, starting with the nose. Just,
wow.
so he's
Which
now
one did
noseless.
you kill?
That's the one that Grum just eviscerated.
Well, that's the one that was shooting at me.
Yeah.
Well, he's now noseless.
Yeah.
He's
And lifeless, right?
lifeless to go. Alright, we're back up to Bangy.
He's on top of the wall.
Going, I was gonna fight the
Running
guy!
up to the guy, and as he runs up to this guy, he's like, falls off. And he's like, what?
Run back down. Full speed.
Full speed
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, don't try to outrun a wolf.
Don't mess with the pack.
Jared.
Can't see shit from here. Alright, so I'm going to run around to the west side of the building and down
5, 10, 15, or 5, 10, 15,
20,
25, 30,
35,
35, 40,
45, all the way to 60.
45, 50, 55, 60.
Yep.
Around the corner.
Deck your head around. You see one guy there fighting a dire wolf and a pissed off orc. And you see a guy all the way down the other side. He's ready another crossbow bolt. Astrid.
He should shoot me again.
I can't see anything, can I?
Not from where you're standing.
So I need to move in.
He doesn't seem all that effective. So
I
don't
can
think
move
he's
30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes. Moving
5,
forward.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And number 1, he's prone. No, he saved.
No, he got. Oh, that's right. 2 is
He saved. He's afraid of Grum. He's going to attack you.
The other hit point sponge?
17.
Good choice.
And an 8. 17 and an 8 to hit you.
To hit me?
To hit you.
I thought you said he was going after Grum.
Oh no, he's terrified of Grum.
So you're scared of me.
Well!
It's gonna be
17 will hit, 8 will miss.
17 will hit. Eight total.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. Scratched your outsides. And Sora.
I can't see anything from where
The
I'm
food.
at.
Nope, you would have to move all the way up to the door.
Okay, I'll move.
So you gonna go here?
Mhm.
Alright, you got 2 guys you can see 2.
I'll shoot the one closest to me.
Number 5 or number 1? This is number 1 over here.
Oh, now number 5's gonna shoot you instead of me.
The other one, 5.
You're gonna shoot at number 5. Alright, shoot. $14.
Yeah.
Or is that? Yeah, 14 won't hit.
You should use this.
Clock.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Just above the northeast building,
It's 25 right there.
east.
Wait, you going this way?
No.
Above the northeast building.
Yeah.
So to the south.
The one
Yeah,
where
south,
that one.
right around there, whatever 20 feet will get me
5,
that
10,
way.
15, 20.
All right, so from there, can I see number 1?
You can see number 1.
Good. Nat 20 to hit.
Nice.
Doing, my dice clicked each other, so that's actually it's only 4 damage of a force damage of a lightning bolt through my hammer.
Do I need to
And
save?
as a no, it's straight damage.
Okay.
As a bonus action, my axe kind of goes the opposite way of where I did. So my axe is heading towards our group.
Yeah.
I'll keep track of it. You don't have to worry about putting a marker.
So how much damage? 4?
Just 4. Yeah.
Grum.
That would be me. Swing away.
Swing and a miss.
Swing away. That is, yeah, I hit. That's a 17 plus 8. Yeah. And that is 11.
11 it is.
Nice hit.
Hit.
I'm gonna run towards number 5
Run, run, run. You're going to get in his face.
if I can. That's more than 40 feet, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, yeah.
Put you right in his face.
All
Got
right.
something for you,
You
buddy.
keep shooting at me.
And I'm gonna be spending another key in an attempt to hit him hard. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna attack normal. So that's a 17 to hit
Uh-huh.
and a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
The 17 does 13 damage, and the other one does 7 damage, so 20 total.
Alright. Jazz.
I was gonna bite him.
Bite, bite, bite. Chomp, chomp.
21 to hit.
Nibble, nibble. Does hit.
Alright, roll to be prone.
6.
You are prone. And take 14 damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
14. Yeah, you're pouncing on him, chewing on his face.
No.
And my guy, he's going to try to slap you. 17.
That does not hit.
And a 24.
That will.
Hit you with a short sword of 7.
Alright.
Cut good into you? Because the long sword totally missed.
That hurt pretty bad.
Wolf.
My little buddy's gonna run up next to me and bite that guy too, the other side. Yeah.
Right?
20 to hit.
He's already on the ground. Yes, 20 hits.
7 damage.
For number 1. Oh, he didn't survive the attack.
His nose gets eaten too.
I'm so sad. All my guys keep dying.
Now everyone in the group turns and looks at 5.
Like in unison, right?
I'm gonna walk out from behind and be like, I was gonna get that guy.
Jared is like still
Bongi barks in your direction. You kind of get the hint. That's what I was gonna do. Now you know what it feels like.
You can have
Bongi.
everything but the nose.
Sorry, buddy.
You saw a kit duck around the corner. There must be something to eat over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're in range. You gonna fight him?
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Got the pack over here.
Don't forget, don't you get like an advantage because there's somebody within 5 feet of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I've been hitting.
I think so. The highest one is a 13.
13 does not hit.
Well, plus something, but
Is that like a
not what I
pack
think
thing
about.
for wolves or something?
You gotta say what the plus is.
Plus 4.
Why didn't you just leave it open?
Because I didn't have his up. I had
No.
mine. Well, now nothing comes up, so
It should be a plus 4.
I think it's like plus 2 or something.
No, it's. I think she's right. I think it's plus 4.
Fine, plus 2.
If he's going by standard wolf rules, it's plus 4.
So 13,
I actually
4,
have to roll
7.
for his stats.
I'm on my book. I don't know what it is. Look them up.
That would be 17.
17, right?
You hit.
I need that.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
Jareth, get ready to shoot. You're up.
Yeah, 6.
6.
Is he prone?
Yeah.
And he is prone.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah.
You might still make it.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. Anyway. So it's 14.
14 does not hit. Astrid.
I can't see him,
It's
so
twice I've been trying to shoot somebody who's knocked over.
move me
Before I can
30 that
You
way.
just keep on running, and like as you're running, we're killing people, so you're just trying to like catch
Do
up.
you have any spells that are not
Are you
line
gonna
of
move,
sight?
Jareth, or are you gonna stay
No,
here?
all of my
I'm
spells
gonna
are
head
line of
over
sight.
30 feet towards that.
Except for magic missile. Those always hit.
Magic missiles, times
I thought that was always
All
hit.
my spells
Oh,
are
always
All
hit.
spells require line of sight. It's just whether or not they have to hit or automatically, or she has to roll it to hit.
I can't get anything up on that now.
Sora.
I'm in range to shoot him. So I'll shoot him.
Duck kit.
Where are you at?
I don't know what you've done.
I didn't do anything. I just switched it back to look at the character sheet for Bongi.
Has he said that?
And then now nothing is showing up.
Did your battery die?
No, it's at 70%. 75. But it's like nothing will work on it.
Why won't you work?
I know what mine is anyway.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the hit.
She gets disadvantage too if I get disadvantage.
20.
20 hits.
6.
6 total damage.
Mm-hmm.
In the interest of fairness, you did roll that with disadvantage, right?
It shouldn't be disadvantage.
He's
He's
prone.
prone.
He's prone in your range.
That's why I missed with the last attack.
So just roll
Okay, so
your 20 and take the last one.
What do we do with that?
Roll
Roll
20
a
cider
20
again.
again.
2.
Oh.
Oh.
So none of the
Never
above.
mind. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
Disregard all previous calculations. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can get to the southeast corner of where he's standing.
That's my next thing. What I was gonna do.
So right behind him.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep.
Keep resetting.
Axe is following me around.
She didn't have as much cake as she wants.
24 to hit with my hammer.
How much? 24?
24.
Yes.
Doing
Okay, David, take some home.
8 damage.
8.
And as a bonus action on a... No, that's not going to hit. 14?
17.
So yeah, that's 17 AC. So never mind on that one.
Grum.
And that goes to...
Really far, you'd have to run.
I'm going to sit down and pout. There's nothing for me to do this round.
Alright. Kit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he's
Same
gonna
as
make it
before.
round. So.
I could dash.
By the way,
It's
is
gonna
he
be
annoyed
over.
that I've like I caught 2 missiles and then I deflected one of his attacks?
He's not happy with
So I'm like taunting him. Like,
Yes. He's on the ground. You gonna stomp him?
Wouldn't technically he get
Oh,
the
yeah,
bonus
he is.
because he's in within 5 feet of
And yes.
Angie?
Yes. Out. What is
Well, he
it?
gets advantage anyway because the guy's still prone.
Yes. Just roll.
that's a natural 20 with so that's 4 plus 7 is 11. No, plus 6 is 10.
10. Alright.
And then my unarmed stomp on his head is not gonna hit.
Not gonna hit.
Your foot misses.
Jazz.
Yeah.
I was gonna come
He
over and
rolls out
bite
of the
him.
way.
Yeah.
How far can you
He
move?
deflects feet.
50.
We have this big dire wolf.
50.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, why don't you hit me for once?
17 to hit.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
10 damage. And he's already prone.
He's already proned.
Darn.
And he's going to stand up, and yeah, Kit, he's going to come after you.
Watch him roll a 20.
17 with the first one.
Miss.
13 with the second one.
Miss again.
Nice.
Do you,
Man,
bother,
you
do you even
suck.
bother deflecting him, or do you just kind of?
I'm just doing that. Yep, exactly.
It reminds me of
Your little
the
wolf.
lightsaber battle
Coming
where
back.
everybody's missing.
What's
No,
your
exactly.
outline?
You know what I'm talking about?
He'd have to dash to get over there.
What about the south one? Would that not work?
The what?
If he goes to the south, isn't that 40?
He was over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 would put him here.
Okay.
Bongi,
He's gonna pounce on him.
right next to
Okay.
Kit.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna pounce on him.
Do it. He's on the ground. Or no, he's standing.
You're gonna knock him down again, aren't
He
you?
might be
He
about
might
to.
be on the ground. He might be on the ground permanently.
Might be in the ground permanently.
13.
No. Jareth.
He
Hey.
does get advantage.
You get to shoot a standing
Wait.
target.
I just realized you haven't been flavoring our attacks.
No, I
What
haven't.
do you mean he gets advantage?
Because there's other people nearby.
Sorry. I was caught up in the moment.
And somehow I managed to thread a crossbow bolt clean through that entire crowd into the wall behind you.
Impressive.
Doesn't Bonnie get advantage?
That's a pretty good shot.
'Cause he's within range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you gotta know these things. I don't know these things either. Nope. Astrid,
I can't see him, so.
you can move.
So that would be like 5.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Sure.
You can see him now.
Can I hit? Can
Yeah,
I
you
do it?
Yeah, you can hit him.
Oh, can I firebolt him?
Sure.
Is that gonna affect other people around him?
Shouldn't.
Probably gonna surprise him. Suddenly bursts into flames.
No, I want the
be a bit of a
Yeah,
shock.
firebolt's okay. Fireball, please don't.
Fireball. Yes.
Well, she has
20 foot.
12 does not hit.
Then a 20-foot radius.
It is, but she has like her school of magic allows her to choose people that it doesn't hit or something
Oh, okay.
as
Yeah.
well.
Sora.
I missed.
Sorry.
You +8 to hit.
Happens.
+8.
Or whatever your plus to hit is. Was it
Yes.
8 or 6?
8.
Go. That hits. How do you want to do that?
12.
Yay! Woo!
Nice.
And the last guy.
So you're right in front of me.
My
right?
guy sucked
Yes.
badly.
I don't know where you are.
I don't know where I'm at either. Where
So,
am I
I
at?
think it's
You are right here.
Battlefront 2, but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay,
So,
then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sink an arrow into him as
Right into his
gets like
chest.
And then suddenly the
And
arrow
he,
just
he
goes-
turns around and goes. She goes like this. Woo!
I do not do that.
So it goes right into his chest.
Yes, and you kill him.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
I tell my wolf brother, take
As-
your
as he
fill
falls-
of man flesh back to
As
the
he
den.
falls backwards, Kit grabs the arrow, lets the guy fall off of it, and then hands it back to you.
Nice.
Because you're all right there.
Pulls it, does the sword. There
My
you go.
wolf brother takes
Takes
the
one off
leg
and
of that
takes one
man
off.
and
A
drags him back
single
to his
throw.
den for food.
Sure.
Just the leg?
Let him
Just
have
No,
it.
no, the whole man.
Drags the whole guy.
Oh, okay.
He just
Grabs
takes
him
him
by
by
the
the
leg.
leg.
Can we loot him first?
Might want to get the armor
As
off.
he's being dragged away, we can loot him.
I continue to sit against the wall. I pull
Nice
out
doggy.
That
A little
splint ball
bag
probably needs to come off before you can eat
of
it.
those nuts from the banquet, and I eat them, and I think, I wish these were peanuts.
You missed the whole peanut thing, too.
I did too. I don't know
Oh, you
what's
did?
We have it on tape so y'all can hear it.
That whole
Yeah, listen to
conversation
the
was
thing.
pretty epic.
Ignore the fact that as a 90s kid, I just called it a tape.
I
It
was
will
not
forever
going to
be
say
a tape.
anything.
It
I
will
really was going to
forever-
let that pass
It
because
will
I thought
forever
about it.
be tape.
I thought about saying
was-
something, and
I still say taping things when I have
Yeah.
my phone.
It's
Phone
gonna
camera and
forever
stuff. I'm
be
like,
tape.
oh, I got that on
Let's
tape.
go to the wireless.
Exactly.
I don't understand you people.
You don't
That's
have
just
the
what it
you don't
is,
have the
it's on
cranky old
tape.
men card to throw.
I know. I call it recording things.
Oh, it's on tape.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
And
I will
Straight
not
down the hall.
lie. I will repeatedly to this day say, "Oh, I need to tape that when it's something on TV that I'm going to DVR."
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
taping
I need to
is
make
just
sure we
another
take
word
Walking
for
Dead.
recording.
yeah.
Yep, it's just
It's
the
not
word.
though.
It is.
So,
Totally is.
For us, those 80s kids.
since we're running out of time
We're
here,
at our time limit.
can we quickly just like check out the doors?
Loot
Or
all
are there
the
going to be
things,
things
check the
inside
doors.
the doors that we need to not check out right now?
They're gonna be empty.
Oh, okay. No loot.
No.
Do we get any more loot?
You can get the large crossbows that they carried.
I
You
don't
can
care
pick up
about
the
those.
arrows that they carried. There's nothing magical.
Oh.
What was
So if I
in
pick up all
the
the
carts
arrows
that
that
was set on fire?
Hmm?
What were in the carts we sold?
They were empty.
Oh, cool.
If I pick up all the arrows, does that mean I get full arrows? Plus some?
Sure. Yeah, you can put the
Yeah, I was
remaining
gonna say, if
arrows
I
in
can
the bag
top
of
off my
holding.
crossbow bolts, that'd
Okay.
be fantastic.
The extra arrows for me.
How many arrows shall I keep for you?
That's a good question. How many arrows will have been shot? Because I
We covered 23 arrows.
Jeez.
Okay, so put the 23 arrows in there.
Okay. Arrows plus open. 20 arrow.
I don't think you could use the heavy crossbow bolts in your little hand crossbow.
Oh, the bundle. Arrows
Light
come in.
crossbow.
Arrows
If they're
come in.
heavy
heavy
bolts,
crossbows.
I'll keep them.
Arrows
heavy
come in
crossbow.
bolts and bundles of 20, by the way. So.
Okay,
it's
well,
gonna work.
put the 20 in there. and I'll
18
just
heavy
take
crossbow bolts.
18
Fill
heavy
me
bolts,
up
I'll take them.
completely.
And then you got the.
Bag them or something for now.
They all carried a long
Possibly
sword and a
use
short
for them
sword.
Are the long swords
And-
any better?
Huh?
Are the long swords any better, or are they just regular
We
swords?
were actually, Alex and I were actually talking about that the other day, and we don't think you should be using. Was the longsword she shouldn't be using?
Correct. It's a strength weapon.
Yeah, we
I
were.
mean, unless you just want to use it for flavor reasons.
The only time I ever use it is if the thing is right.
You If you want to use it for flavor reasons, feel free. But numerically, you are hugely disadvantaging yourself by using a longsword.
But I'm using a long bow. Wouldn't that?
So,
Are you trapped? Bow's different.
long bows use dexterity. Long swords use strength. Your short sword uses
I'm so
dexterity.
glad we got that on.
So if you want to,
You get a rapier.
you could do a rapier if you're proficient with it, but
You
then
do a
don't fight you
falchion.
on
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
Looting the bodies, you recover 2 platinum.
Wait,
Yeah, boys were rich.
I didn't know you were giving me more stuff. You said you didn't need anything more.
Now they carried some money.
A lot
Okay.
of money, apparently.
One guy had, the last guy had 2 plat.
Oh, nice.
Well, we looted him before the wolf
20,
dragged him
30, 32 copper,
I would like it.
Why do we
11
even-
gold.
The
why do we
wolf
even
just
care
dragged
about
off
copper?
a naked man.
Okay.
Because I don't want to do the calculation. And
Yeah,
12
I know, but
electrum.
now there's just this naked man flying across the ground back to the forest.
He's already peeled, ready to eat.
Exactly.
So do we now have
Wait.
another suit of split mail then?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Episode of that being the pickup line.
It is like
10
7:15,
Oh,
7:30.
That only took 15 minutes. Game time?
And game time, yes.
Yeah, we were swift.
Has it been called?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be called.
Yeah, there was a lot of space that had to be covered to get to them to actually
To
engage
finish
the
up
fight.
that,
So.
yes, your best bet would be to
Jairus
switch
also
to a
choking
short
me
sword, or any other weapon with
I have
is
no
marked
anti-choking.
Jairus is
spells.
in the
currently
weapon
drowned.
table.
I can let you die
with
and
which you
then
have
recover you.
proficiency.
That's
You have proficiency with
Yeah.
short sword.
Don't wait on the
I can,
resurrection.
I can control water. I can
You would
just
need to
like
look up
evaporate
your
it out
class
of
and
your
see
your
what
class.
you get proficiency with. I know for a fact you're proficient with short swords, long bows, and short bows. I don't think you're proficient with anything else.
I
though.
don't think that.
So your best bet to use would be your longbow and your short sword.
Yeah, you gain a benefit to hit.
Alright.
Numbers wise, if you want to flavor it, if you want to attack with a longbow for story reasons, go for it.
I'm just attacking with it because it's
That's
right
all.
for
That's all.
and I can't use the bows.
I'm gonna remind myself at least once a week that I'm
That's the
not
only
actually
reason
good.
why I use it.
Then yeah, your best thing would be short
How'd
sword.
that go?
I do
You have
this
the
on
ability to
vacation.
shoot point blank range with your bow?
Once a week, I like to make
Everyone
sure I
can
can
shoot
go all
point blank
Highlander and
range.
I'm actually immortal.
Everyone can shoot point blank range.
Negative to it.
Disadvantage.
But yes, but I thought she has a feat or a skill or something she can take
Risky
where
test,
she doesn't
big payoff.
have that negative.
Not that
Yeah,
I'm aware of.
confirm
You
yet
said
again.
you're wrong.
There is
I thought we looked at it.
one of them, but it's I don't get it at this level.
Yeah, I'll have to look. Alright, and with that,
You'd have to look through Ranger Revised for that.
yeah, I think it might have been in that rule set. I remember seeing it somewhere, and I thought you had it already, but I don't know. So yes, the carts burned to the ground. They're just charred wooden remains, but they appear to have been emptied of whatever contents they had.
And where are the other people?
Inside the hill.
Probably. I think we're headed there next.
And that's where I intend to rage.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was saving it.
Good plan.
So again, yes, your belt will double as a clock. Not a clock, a clock.
I don't get it.
He said your belt gonna start drinking a lot and healing people.
Oh, why didn't he just say that?
It's gonna get a purple eye.
It's gonna get purple eyes.
You can be Taser Belt.
Taser.
Taser belt.
I'm looking forward to you rolling.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
We are totally a tag team.
I want to see him roll like
I'm looking forward to him rolling an 11.
You know what's gonna
odd,
happen first.
and then
You know what's gonna happen
roll
first.
it odd, and then roll 12 and lose a foot.
That's what I said. You know what's gonna
That's not how
happen.
you said it works.
Yes,
He's gonna do 2 rolls.
one roll to determine whether he goes up or
Whether
down.
up or down.
And
I
then
thought you
one
were
roll
doing
to
the even
determine how
odd.
many inches to go.
You just said that even and odd.
I thought you were doing even odd. You just roll one, and
You just roll
whatever
once.
it is, if it's odd, you grow by that much, and shrink by that much. It's even, you grow by that much.
That's
I
what we
didn't,
talked
thought that
I
was the
didn't write
original.
it that way though.
No, because then
think
you'd
I
never be
changed
able
it.
to
We have it in writing, we'll know.
go the other way to the full extent. Like you'd be stuck at 12 or 11 inches.
He resets
It
it.
resets
on
at
opposite
midnight.
sides. So.
It
Resets
resets
at
at midnight.
midnight.
I'm just saying, if odd is always shrink, and we're doing a D12 on it,
You can never shrink 12.
you can never shrink 12.
So
I'm just saying that.
Take
Doesn't
some
really
of
That
the
is the
punishment.
way.
We had talked about it.
We talked about it, and we talked about it doing it the way that we're talking about now, because that's how other things like wild magic work. So, but if you can do it however you want.
We'll flavor it and see how it goes.
I just think doing 2 dice rolls will be too technical.
What is wrong with
It's all for entertainment.
I'm gonna
It's
pretend
all
like I didn't
frankly.
hear the
It
conversation.
doesn't. It doesn't affect any of my abilities.
When it changes, I'm gonna be like, especially if he goes down.
It doesn't say
Oi, little man.
anything
I'm
about
just looking forward to Grom being. What are you, 6,
6'7".
6'7", so
I'm
you can
6'7".
potentially drop to 5'7".
Net.
So
What?
you're gonna be barely any taller than me.
And then I gotta do.
Like,
Then I gotta do that voice.
I would like to ride.
We'll bring a helium canister.
Yes, we need to get you a helium balloon.
Yeah, that intimidation trick might not work the next time. You run up to him. He'd be like, he'd be like like baby Groot when he was screaming at the beginning.
Do read the description of it because it details all the things.